Okay, we're live.
Okay, fantastic. So, the party is still on the Sea Maiden, secrets of which they are slowly but surely discovering. A recent encounter with Zaro and the Penumbra turned him into a T-Rex, which the party has defeated, and through certain assistance, you've brought back the party member Zaro, who should be dead, but we'll see how that plays out. Ilander, you've just concluded your conversation with Tech, and you are heading back up the decks to the main deck where the rest of the party is still recovering. Ilander, you're still limping on your wounded leg, though your wings can provide you a fair amount of support. As you get to the top deck, Ilander, and you kind of see everything coming to pass, you can see that sailors are repairing the sides of the boat. You can see the banisters, the balustrades, all kinds of aspects that have been damaged by this T-Rex are being worked on. Sailors are climbing back over who had fallen over the edge. Your father helping still to make sure that everyone's okay. As this is going on, Ravik, Tristan, Zaro, and Storble, what will you have been doing as Ilander has been conversing with Tech downstairs?
I would have been like trying to make up, like trying to help out, helping the crew out and everything. Help repairs and anything I can basically. Just
Zaro, tell me specifically what you're doing.
I am helping out the crew fix the damage, like banisters around the wheel.
Okay, as you approach to help the crew, can you roll a perception check, please, Zaro? You have disadvantage.
It's at 18.
Okay, as you move to kind of help the crew, yeah, you pick up a few bits of debris, but you watch as the ship is being patched up. They seem to be very efficient. They don't really seem to want your help. They seem to kind of, they're happy to push you away, and you do a few bits and pieces, but very menial, nothing really crazy. Do you have advantage on perception because of...
I believe I do, yeah.
Gas. So did you roll that as a straight roll?
No.
What did you get on the lower die?
7, which was great success.
Okay. On a great success, as you're about to turn, you see that, contrary to what you would expect, Jask does not interact with crew, in as much as he doesn't go up to them and sniff them. He doesn't kind of see, not that he necessarily would, he's very well behaved,
yeah,
but there's not even, you notice that he seems to just absolutely ignore them.
Are they actually there?
Well, yeah, they're working on the ship in front of you, but Jask ignores them completely. Storble.
Yep.
What would you have been doing during this period of time when Ilander has been below deck?
Doing what Storble does best. Him and Patek will be doing a lovely song on the top deck to boost the morale of the people. The song will be about that great pie that he ate earlier, because he was still mesmerised by it.
Fantastic. And what would be sorry, say that again. The lyrics of the song would be based on
the meat pie.
The meat pie. What is Storble thinking of calling this song?
Mystery pie.
Mystery pie.
Yeah.
Does it go?
My mystery pie.
Whoa, mysterious
more like
pie.
Mysterious pie. Fantastic. So as Storble, you're playing, you can you also see the crew working. As you're playing, you would also have a perception check at disadvantage, Storble.
Okay. It's a 19.
You think that you are not alone on this boat, but there are in fact many other people that work to keep it running, and that one person would be too few to run a vessel such as this.
It would. Now you mention it. It's good to know.
Fantastic. Ravik, you spoke to Ilander as you were both kind of heading down, and you left him. When you left Ilander, where would you have gone?
I would have gone to the top of the deck, and I'd probably be, I don't know, leaning against the rail, half listening to Stobble, and half just pondering what I discussed with my uncle today.
As you lean against the rail, can you please roll a perception check? Roll it straight.
Okay. That's a 13, which is on my perception.
Say that again.
It's a 13, which is on my perception.
As you lean against the wood, just for a moment, as you make contact, the wood feels slightly spongy for a moment, just for a split second. But as you lean, you're leaning on the rail. It just felt a little bit strange. Maybe one of the balustrades had been damaged, or one of the rails had got caught and it kind of buckled under the weight slightly. But it was enough, just barely, for you to notice that as you leaned, maybe you're a bit, you're a big half-scorn figure, but your uncle's also on the boat. Just caught your attention slightly. Tristan, as Illinder has been below deck, what would you be doing at this point?
I think I'd be chilling at the top of the mast.
Right at the top of the mast.
Right at the very top.
Is there any particular direction in which you want to look? Anything you're trying to find, or anything you're trying to figure out, or anything you're specifically doing?
No, but I guess I'd be like hanging upside down by my legs, just looking in front of the ship, the direction we're going.
Fair enough. The world is upside down. The sky is below you and the sea is above you. And the two intersect on the horizon at perfect points, equally and perfectly balanced. As all this is going on, the day is becoming quite late now. The stars are beginning to show, and you are approaching the dead, well, not the dead of night, but early evening. As Illinder, you return up the stairs, you see Ravik leaning against the railings, Storble singing with Patek. Dristan takes you a second, but you eventually see him up the top. And Zaro is kind of wandering a little bit listlessly, looking to help and kind of being turned away. Illinder, as you approach the top deck, what are you doing?
You're muted.
You're muted there, sorry.
Sorry, because I didn't want to interrupt. Not that I would have done. But I go to Ravik, probably.
Fine. In that case, can you just roll me a perception check at disadvantage, please?
17.
Yeah, okay. As you approach the deck, it takes you a little while. You can see there are a lot of crew members working, but eventually, yes, you see Ravik at the front, at the prow of the vessel. Would that be correct, or would you be further back, Ravik? Whereabouts on the vessel are you?
Probably close by to wherever Stobble is.
Okay, so kind of, you kind of in the aft castle. Storble's a bit forward of the wheel, kind of halfway up down the stairs, so as many people as possible can kind of hear. Ravik, you're looking forward over the boat on the castle. Kind of as Illinder turns, he would have to look behind him and look up, but it doesn't take too long. In fact, Illinder, you're not too far from each other. As you approach and you turn, you see Ravik's hanging over the balustrade, looking down, almost directly in your face.
Cool. Ravik, I've got something to say to you, and this is not going to be easy to say.
Okay.
I sort of scrunch my face up, and I'm a bit like, I'm sorry for the way that I've treated you all these years. I've looked down my nose at you and others because of your birth, your heritage, and, well, plainly put, because my mother told me that I was better than everyone else.
You know, Linda, I grew up as one of the only two Scorn in the whole of West Point. There was no shortage of humans that treated me poorly. And even though, as you said, you may have looked down on me every now and then, you still kept me company, you still spoke to me. What I'm trying to say is, apology accepted.
Good. Yes, well, hopefully we can sort of brush that. Yeah, sorry. I find it very hard to say I'm sorry. Mother never taught me that I needed to say it. Yeah, like I said, when you're better than everyone else, why would you say sorry? But I think I'm fast realizing that that's not the case. It's been 2-3 times now that I've been on the point of death. And I'm struggling with a dilemma over whether it means that the gods are looking after me and that I'm special, or that I'm incredibly lucky to have important people in my life. But either way, well, I never thought I'd be living this life while we were studying the academy. But I wouldn't trade it. Yeah, but I wouldn't trade it. Anyway.
Tristan, as this conversation is going on, also, by the way, Rabbit, you've kind of been a little bit fixated on Illander as he kind of turned and you, apology, you didn't even notice moving around up the stairs and grabbing at your side was Tech. And it's nice to see you too, Illander. Thanks for Ravik, as well as Illander. We're finally getting along here.
Tech, how are you? It's so good to see you.
Well, I don't know if I'm alive or dead. Illander's just apologized.
Yes, he has. My goodness.
As this happens, I just want to flash cut to Tristan for a second. Is there anything specific you're doing whilst on the mast, Tristan?
No, not really. Other than just filling up there.
No abilities or anything. You're just staying on the mast. There's nothing you're specifically trying to do.
I mean, actually, yeah. I'm gonna stand up proper for this one because I doubt if I'm hanging by my legs that wouldn't end well.
That's fine. You can stand on the crow's nest. Yep.
Yeah. So if I'm on the crow's nest, then I'll do point of spirited away.
Okay, and tell me exactly what this does.
I can find it. Spirited away. Pushing out your key, you wisp away your mortal form, merging with the spirit world. You become incorporeal for a number of rounds equal to your willpower modifier. In this form, you may not attack. You must end the duration in an open area. If ended inside an object, you must roll on injury and setback, and are pushed to the nearest exit upon reverting your form.
Fantastic. The first thing you need to do, please, is roll me a DDM check.
Please don't fail this.
Please.
I don't want to fight another T-Rex.
18, that's a pass.
Okay, your DDM increases by 1. You use one of your ability points. However, as this happens, you push yourself out and you see your physical form sitting on the crow's nest next to you. There had been a lookout standing as well, but in this form, in this effervescent kind of visual format where everything kind of moves and sways, there is no one standing next to you. In fact, as you look around, the entirety of the vessel that you're on has kind of become translucent, except for the bottom. If you look straight down, there seems to be a solid blackness beneath you. Are you able to fly when incorporeal?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So in that case, you begin to fall.
Oh.
You begin to fall from the crow's nest. You've fallen straight through it. There's nothing holding you up. You fall down. As this happens, I'd like you to roll a dexterity check, please.
It's a 4. That's a success.
Fantastic. As you fall, this visage of a boat seems to respond loosely to you. It's kind of, as you grab at the mast, it's like grabbing at loose sand that begins to crumble and fall beneath you. But eventually, as you are falling, you do seem to be able to use a combination of the air around you and this strange sensation to slow your descent until you land and you look around, and what looks to be the bottom deck of the ship is just a solid object of some kind. As you look up and around, you can see that where Ravik, Storbal, Zaro, and Illander are walking or standing, beneath their feet, as they step, it seems that reality appears beneath them. As you look around, you can see Philip, the captain. You can see Tech. You can see Patek. You can see Jask. You can see Yarus.
What about the crew?
You look around for the crew for a moment. Eventually you think you see someone, but it's Vincent. The others are standing what seems to be maybe 20 feet above you on where the top deck seems to be translucent, and they're walking along this translucent top deck. The only thing around you that you can see in this semi-state is the hull. And almost forcefully, you are pulled. Is there anything else you're specifically looking to do?
Well, am I standing on the black bit at the bottom of the...
It looks black to you. When I say black, it's like, yes, that's what it looks like. It's just like the shape of the bottom level of the boat in blackness.
Does it look like an ethereal black, or is it like a metallic black?
It looks like it's solid even in the realm that you are. You're standing on it, but you're not standing on the rest of the boat.
That's weird.
As you move to interact with other things, if you push on the translucent part of the boat, the wall, the hull, it's like sandpaper. It resists a little bit, but you push through it. It's like dust and ashes you glued together that then fall apart, like clay or soft rock.
Okay, well, while I'm down here, I want to check out the bottom deck. Why was I restricted before?
This is the thing. You can't make out what this is. It seems to be hidden in what it is, but it is solid and it definitely exists.
Right. Hang on, I want to see if I can kind of trick the boat if it's hiding anything from me. I want to activate another ability, which is Hidden Self, and I'm now splitting my key. So
you're splitting your key, so there's now two of you. Roll a DDM check.
$14.
DDM increases by 1. You've used another monk ability point.
That's the last one.
As you do this, can you please roll a charisma deception check, please?
Yes. That's an 11. My charisma's 12.
You split your key, but you're also incorporeal, which means your mind is now receiving two distinct inputs that kind of flicker between each other. And as they flicker between each other, the stone turns white for a minute, and you can identify that it's some kind of rock-like lithoid substance before it sees you again, and it's again covered in dark blackness.
Okay. Is the blackness like familiar to the shadow on the map from the penumbra?
Roll an intelligence arcane lore check.
Great. It's an 8. Intelligence 12. I don't have arcane lore.
You would be within reason to claim or to say that the two things are linked in some way, but you have no specifics. Roll one more perception check for me, please.
An 8.
Okay. You were able to make out as you kind of jump between eye sets and you're kind of trying to trick this defense. You cannot make any of it out because the more you do it, the more this material responds to you. But there are definitely sigils or words engraved or carved into this material.
Okay, can I memorize them?
You can't even properly see them. You're just aware that they are there.
Drats. Okay. Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do while in your incorporeal form? Because as this is happening, you can feel this material. It's now able to hide from you quite well. It's now rejecting you. It's trying to. You feel yourself floating slightly, as the ground beneath you seems to apparate, and beneath your 2 feet, there's just enough existence that seems to be raising you into the air.
Well, if it's raising me into the air, I want to pull my key back when I'm not in an object.
It's pushing you back to yourself. It's trying to return your key to your body.
Oh. That is weird. Okay, I think that's it then. No, I won't do anything else.
Okay. As your key is returned to your body, you take 7 hit points of damage as this energy, your eyes and nervous system are forcefully reattached. And once again, you're sitting on the boat. Standing next to you is the crew member who's keeping watch out on the sea. You can see below many crew members working. The boat is all around, the ship, the vessel is all around you, and you are in the crow's nest. But you felt significant pain at whatever has just happened.
I want to ask the crew member now, like, how long has he been on the ship for?
Roll a charisma check, please. And what language do you ask in?
It'd be Low Agavon.
Okay.
It's a 17.
Okay, he kind of looks at you. He's got a telescope in his hands. Long enough. He goes back to looking.
Is this ship dangerous at all?
Any ship's dangerous.
Okay. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. That's out. I'd start making my way back down.
Okay. All right, Tristan, you return to the ground kind of as this conversation is happening and going on. Zara, you're in the vicinity, and Storble, you're still playing. The 5 of you, reunited with various other parties and members. You're still continuing to head northeast, it seems. Ravik and Illidur, you're more sure of this. Is there anything else you particularly like to do at this moment?
Is that put out to any of us?
Yes, just throwing it out there, just making sure I'm not missing anyone. Is anyone? What are you looking to do now as a party?
Well, I'd like to give Ilinda a firm handshake and a smile. I just want to say, I understand what you did is very hard, and I appreciate it. That's all.
Oh, thank goodness. You have no idea. Oh. I think that may possibly be the first time I've ever said sorry. Well, second. I just said it to Tech, but yes.
You almost had a heart attack then as well.
It's not nice. It leaves you with a very distinct irony taste. I feel like blood boiling within my head. Yes, it's not nice. I shan't be doing it again.
Does it not make you feel a bit lighter though? A bit like something has been taken off your shoulders?
No, not really. just the whole blood boiling thing, yes.
Well, we feel better for it, Illander. You couldn't even begin to know.
That's why I did it. It's definitely for your sake, not for mine. Immediately ruining those friendships that just built. Guys, I've got a charisma of 7 here. I've got to play with it.
No.
Zaro, what was it?
I was going to say that I'm just making sure Jask's okay. You know, give him attention, like, you know, feeding him whatever he needs.
Yeah, he's fine. He just ignores. Yeah, it's just that thing where he ignored the crew members was all.
Maybe like ask him, like, you know, like, is there anything weird about this ship that you think? Maybe he can point me in a direction or
kind of. Yeah, so with your ability to, you know, to simply communicate, just basically indicates back to you with the limited conversing that you have. They don't smell. They're boring.
everyone smells.
Is it because they're not really there?
If I accidentally fall into one.
Yeah. So is that what you do? You accidentally fall into one?
Well, no, you're not. Actually, no. I tell Jas to actually like go up to one and start like, you know, trying to get his attention. Just like lick his hand, see what happens. Anything. Like to make physical touch, basically.
Okay. Jask kind of does the canine equivalent of a shrug, heads over to one, licks his hands as he's working. The sailor kind of shakes him and is like, "What are you doing, dog? Get out of here!" As Jask kind of comes back to you. Taste is of nothing. Boring.
Do they seem magical?
Go again there, sir. I think I lagged.
Do they seem magical?
Are you asking as Illander or
Bit both.
this whole vessel seems to be a bit trippy.
Yeah.
So, is he lagging again? He's lagging. Wait, there he is.
Yeah, no, the whole vessel seems to be a bit trippy to Illander. You've known since the second you walked in that there's weird stuff going on the boat.
Can I do one more thing?
Yeah?
So, you know how I interacted with the wheel of the boat?
Yeah?
Oh god.
Can I do that with one of the crew? But like, I got to be like, "Oh, how's it going, mate?" Put my hand on his shoulder or something, and try and get something through like shadow magic.
Are you using a specific ability to do this, or is this just kind of intuiting?
I mean, I don't know about like a specific ability that says
Okay.
to it, but
You go up to a crew member, roll a charisma check, please.
okay. You might as well right now. Oh, ugh. 4, great success.
Okay. You go up to a crew member, slap him on the shoulder. What is it you're saying? What is it you're doing?
How's it going, man? How's the repairs coming along?
Who's asking? And kind of you make contact. Yeah, you touch his arm. And he shrugs you off and he gets back to work.
Any buzz of like any?
You slapped a guy on the shoulder and he's working. You know, he definitely felt real.
You know what? Actually, no. I got Captain Philip.
Okay, hang on. So Philip is at the prow of the vessel, sorting out a few other bits and pieces. You head to the front. Oh yeah, you head to Captain Philip. The rest of you see Zaro walking with purpose after slapping one of the crew members to Philip. Yep.
Oh.
Yes, Zaro. Storble song still carrying in the sea air. Tristan, you've descended at this point. You've watched Zaro do this. Is there anything you're doing, by the way?
I'm very confused about what I saw at the bottom. I wanna make my way to Islander.
Okay, fine. So Tristan, you're heading to Islander. Zaro, you're heading to Philip. Let's play this out. Zaro, you get to Philip.
I know you don't know me that well, but
Arr! You be the dinosaur man.
apologies for that. But,
You nearly destroyed my pride and joy.
I mean, it's a thing of beauty, isn't it? Like
Yes, she is. Yes.
a masterpiece. Some may say ancient, no?
Well, she's a boat. She's a fine ship, fine vessel.
Uh-huh.
No, I wouldn't say ancient.
So, no, so how did you get this boat, huh?
Roll a charisma check.
On my charisma.
I won her in a game of cards a couple of decades ago.
And I'm guessing you know the history of this boat? How it works, what it does, where it came from?
It's a trading ship that I won a couple of decades ago in a card game. I've used it for trading. That's its history as I know it. Before that, it was probably trees.
Okay, amigo, okay, listen. I know this boat is keeping, you honest or safe to my face, but I know what lies behind the mask. This boat is not a trading ship. So what is it? Tell me. I know.
What does it tell me I know? Do you know or do you not? Are you trying to tell me something, Dinosaur Man?
I know this boat is 300 years old.
Really? It doesn't look a day above 299.
You must have kept it in good shape.
Have you ever been in a ship before?
No.
Do you know how they work?
Yes.
Yeah, if a ship's 300 years old, it's probably kindling by now.
Yeah, but this isn't just a normal ship, is it?
Oh, no? What's going on with the ship?
Okay, I try and literally see if he's actually playing dumb or not. If he's actually lying. Can I just roll a intelligence check?
You can roll a d20.
Add detection.
Okay, you can roll a d20.
It's a 7.
Yeah, you kind of you look at him, and you're almost and then you kind of there's a no, you're pretty sure. Well, you don't know. Is he? Isn't he?
Sorry. Okay. I asked him. I go. Remind me the name of this boat again.
The Sea Maiden. Big words written on the back.
Sea Maiden. Yes. Okay. But it wasn't called something else another time.
Probably. That's what captains do when they take a boat. Sometimes they like to change the name up a little bit. She was the Sea Maiden when I won her.
Oh. Okay, well, if you're like this, I won't waste my time. I go back to
Fine.
Elenda.
You kind of walk. If I'm like this. Oh, right. Strange man. Ilinda, Dristan approaches you. Dristan, what is it you would like to do as you approach Ilinda?
Yolanda, is something off about this ship. It's like really weird. Can we talk in private?
Yes, I can't see a problem with that.
When you say private, is it just the two of you, or are all of you, as Zaro begins to return, are you all heading somewhere, or is it just Dristan and Ilinda?
Private, or
I don't
semi-private?
mind. I don't mind us five coming, but anyone else, no.
Tech
Okay.
kind of looks at that as like, right.
Okay.
So me and Patrick will stay up here then.
It's all right. I've got to catch up with Tech anyway. You guys go ahead.
Storble, what are you looking to do?
Is there any drink up top?
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
5. That's a great success.
No.
I'll go down then.
So
That
you
is what we
descend.
call a great character actor.
Patrick begins to descend with you, staying close to you, Storble. Is that a problem for you, Tristan?
That's fine.
Patrick's fine.
So
Wait,
you begin to
wait, did you say
descend.
Patrick's coming with us?
Yes, Patrick is descending with you.
Is that a problem?
Well, are we not going in the private chambers above board?
I thought this was only us 5.
Yes, but I mean, but underneath the
You can go to those. You can go to that quarters, or you can go below deck. It's up to you.
is there anyone in those quarters?
Are you checking?
Yeah, go on.
Let's go to the quarters. Stand in the corner.
No, empty.
Alright, well, can I try and bolster them shut so no one can get in?
Okay, so as you head in, so it's Ilinda, Zaro, Storble, Dristan, and Patrick. You all enter, and then you close the door. You prop a chair up. Roll a d20, please, Ilinda.
Well, I mean,
Jessica's with
7.
me. Jessica's with me. Is that fine? Jessica's with me.
Jessica's with you. Yeah, Jessica's with you. So that's fine. So you kind of propped a chair. You kind of moved it a little bit. You reckon, yeah, someone would have to at least knock before, Go ahead.
right. Well, as you may know, I have some abilities, unlike a normal man, as you have your abilities. Right. One of mine is I can push out my spiritual form and look at whatever the naked human eye cannot usually see.
Mm-hmm.
When I did this earlier, I fell through the boat. Like
Jumped?
this boat wasn't here, except a black but then white stone at plating at the bottom. That's the only
Black
thing
but
could-
white stone.
Black and white stone.
It's like the ship was hiding it from me.
How big was this stone?
It's not. It wasn't really a stone. It was more like. It's
Blue stone.
It's hard to describe. It's like a coating around the bottom of the boat.
Like a shadow.
A bit like it. Yeah. It seemed familiar to the penumbra shadow on the map, Zara.
Mm.
So where is it now then?
It's still at the bottom of the boat, I would assume.
What? So it's like a stone, as in like a.
It's more like
It's like a layer.
yeah, it's like a layer.
A bottom layer of black stone or black shadows.
Tristan, roll an intelligence check.
1.
Wow. So it looks like you've got the deck that you're on,
Mhm.
but the deck that you weren't allowed to go onto,
Mhm.
it looks like flat from there, following the shape of the ship is not hollow where people can walk, but is just a solid mass of some kind. It looks like the bottom deck and the bilge is all solid.
Yeah, I mentioned this out loud.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. I had a similar experience to the out of body thing. I was navigating the boat, and your conversation with your father, Elinda, I heard it all. I saw it all, even though I was at the wheel. This boat is, like Tristan said, it's weird.
Yeah.
Patrick looks at you, Stone. I don't know what they're talking about, but I smuggled this down here. And he starts chugging from a bottle and he hands it to you, Stone.
I'm going to need this to understand this conversation as well.
Question.
He hands you the half-empty one and pulls out a fresh one from somewhere. Yeah, cylinder.
So I've been on this boat relatively regularly as a young growing up.
Well, you loathed it and did your best to stay off it. So yes, you did, but not as regularly as you could have.
Yeah. But did I ever sense anything before that seemed off about this boat? Or is it just as we've come on this journey now?
No, you haven't, but you've also never been looking for it.
Fair dues.
I need to say something else as well.
Solid white stone, shrouded in darkness. Question.
What was that?
Yes. Yeah, Linda?
Solid white stone,
Yep.
shrouded in darkness. Does this ring any bells from anything I could have read?
Roll a d20 for me. Call it an intelligence check.
Arcane law.
It's not arcane law, no.
It's a 10.
So you know there are a variety of stones, minerals, metals, elements that can be influenced or influence the arcane or the divine or the psionic. You are more someone who works with kind of the ethereal aspect. You're not someone who works specifically with tangible elements or materials or minerals in order to build things. You actually feel this would be more
Boner.
for an artificer or a someone who worked in that field. But you are aware this basically a list of things comes to your mind, and it could be a lot of things. There's white stone. There's lots of white stone shrouded in darkness. It could be from the stone if it's from the stone, but it doesn't sound like it's from the stone if it's from the penumbra. It sounds like there's too many variables for you to get a bead on specifically what you could identify it as.
Okay, guys. My father said something about bringing me into the fold, whatever that may mean. Now, he didn't want to say anything because we were out in the open, but maybe he might say something privately. Maybe we can make a sense of what all this means and why this boat is so odd, because I feel like we've all had our own separate
experiences.
Yes, exactly. Experiences in some manner with this boat.
Right.
And something's not right. It doesn't feel, I mean, it could be that I was never looking for it before, but it doesn't feel like the same boat that it once was when I was a younger man. When I was a child.
Right.
I am a young man.
If you do tell him, I would prefer that you didn't tell him that you got this information from me.
No, don't panic. I'm not going to say anything like that. I'm going to ask him what he knows.
Okay.
I've tried.
And another thing, while I was down there and I looked up, I saw all of you guys, your father, Ilander, I saw Yaruz, and I saw Tennyson and Jask. And I think Patrick and Tech. I think so. I didn't see any of the crew members though.
Wasn't looking well then. There's loads of them up there.
That's funny because Jask, apparently they're boring. No scent of smell. Something's fishy about the crew.
There's also another thing. I'm confused how I fell, because while you were, even though I was in spiritual form, I can usually stand on solid objects. While I was looking up and you guys were walking around, it seemed like the boat was ethereal, yet the parts you were touching became solid. Just, like, as you were stepping, only the bit beneath your shoe was solid.
Like coming in and out of reality.
Maybe, but I don't know anything that powerful.
That's interesting because when I was at the wheel, I kind of tapped into this boat. I kind of learned a few things about it. This vessel is 300 years old. And apparently it was destroyed yet brought back at the same time, and at that moment there was a big presence of psionic and great, what is it? Great valiance and great honorable figure. That's what I'm going to say. But and I think this boat is actually the Griffin. I think over time, the Griffin and the Seaman got mixed up.
The Griffin of the, and I'll pull out the parchment. You mean this one?
See, there's only 2 boats in West Point now, and I'm guessing over the years they got mixed up. That's probably why there's no. Yeah, they probably got mixed up. But you have, what is that? Oh, Griffin. That paper.
I also have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
When you were growing up, Zara, did you ever hear of the penumbra?
No. I learned them down here in West Point.
Because something's been bothering me ever since West Point. And it's why in the hell did your people send that page into the hands of that woman?
I've been thinking about that for the past few days myself. And I'll figure it out. Maybe maybe the Enclave is corrupted.
I think there could be a traitor in your midst.
See, I mean, at the end of the day, now they are mercenaries. They keep to themselves. If there's enough money, they turn on each other like animals. So,
Far flung from the stories of old then.
see, it kind of disappoints me.
Okay. Well, I'll speak with my father and see what he reveals.
Fantastic. We'll smash cut to Ravik and Tech still on the top deck. It's kind of getting to nighttime. The sea air is getting quite brisk. It is getting quite cold, and it's beginning to get dark and late. There's some fires that are being lit in parts of the ship, torches and such, and lanterns, so that there is ambient light. But you are out in the sea, and it is dark and cold. Ravik.
So, Tech, tell me, what's been happening? How was your journey?
Right. Well, it could have been much worse. Your uncle looked after us very well. When we left West Point, it looked like it was quite bad, but he hid in the smoke for a while and then turned and headed south. We made good time, I'm told. Only a day or two it took us to get down to Danander, but we were waiting there for a good few days. It was quite scary, if I'm honest, Ravik. It wasn't exactly what I hoped for, and I never even got a chance to meet my patron.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. You never even really entered the city, did you?
Stayed on the boat for the most part, right. But, and now we're back here, so I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
Well...
Illinder is apologizing. I have no idea what's going on, Ravik. What's been going on with you? What has happened?
Tech. So much has happened. It's been mental. I mean, we left West Point. We were supposed to be heading straight towards Danander. But we ended up going to the Citadel. Nearby
Citadel.
West Point.
Right, the old one.
That's right. See, honestly, Tech, I don't even know where to start. Yeah.
I'm happy to you catch Tech up. There's a significant, is there anything specific that you'd like to? Then basically, as you're talking to the Citadel, to Danander, the information, Vincent, Tennyson, the Penumbra, everything that you give to Tech, you kind of.
Yeah.
Your father was a saint. You kind of all of this, and in the time it's taken for the others to have a conversation, you're left with a Tech that is quite surprised as the others kind of are beginning to return to the deck. You've filled Tech in on all of the adventures of the past few episodes.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Tech, I didn't believe it myself until I spoke to my uncle, and he seemed to already know about it. And yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of figuring it all out.
Right.
But that pie in Danander was really good.
I never met this pie merchant. I should have been let off the boat. I would have stocked up. Though, to be fair, we've eaten surprisingly well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You'd think they'd ration the food more, but no, it seems to... No, I'm getting some good meals.
Well, that's good. Keep your strength up, eh?
We'll have to ask your uncle about it. See if we can get him to do some cooking for us this evening. He's quite good.
He is, yeah.
Zaro, the rest of you are kind of returning to the deck, approaching at the tail end of this part of the conversation. Yes, Zaro?
I was going to say, before we go up, I was going to say to Tristan, I have to be quiet about it, but we could try and go down, see what's down there. Illinder got towards the captain, Captain Philip, keep him occupied, me and you.
Sounds like a good plan.
Very curious to find out what that was.
You in?
What time are we doing it? Like now? Or...
Hey, father!
I'd say now's a good time.
Lane!
Wait, why does he call you that?
There's a great confusion about... I mean, legally speaking, my name is Elaine. From the city of West Point. But my true elven name is Illinder.
Oh, it's all... Your father's kind of approached and grabbed your arm at this point. Oh, it's all a little bit fuddy-duddy. The documentation and the paperwork's a nightmare in the city. We have this pre-approved list of what you can do. But I'm happy that we got the right name on the papers and the documents, because otherwise they would have been really confusing enrolling you for the academy and all that. I'm quite happy with my Elaine. If he wants to be called Illinder by his friends, that's something that also can be the case, but he's my Elaine.
While they're doing that, me and Tristan just like...
Yeah,
Okay. Storble. What are you doing?
I'll follow him because the drink's down there. So
Fantastic.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll keep Patrick up there, top though. He can.
Patrick staying up.
Yeah.
Storble, you're going down for drinks.
Yeah, I'll bring you one. Don't worry.
Bring me 4.
Don't. I didn't mean one. Don't worry about that.
All right. Right. Just making sure we're doing our multiplication stuff the right way. Remember, we're touching the numbers, right? 1 is 4 and 4 is 10.
I'm still not used to it.
I say to Jask, if anyone comes down, bark twice. Okay.
Okay. And you're leaving him up on the deck?
Yeah, like in the crew quarters, you know.
Well,
In the crew.
So, Father,
Yeah. Right, Elaine.
shall we? I need to speak to you in private, in your office, maybe.
Of course. And that's, on one deck below at the back of the ship. So as Zaro, Dristan, and Storble all begin to descend, Illander and Philip begin to descend. Ravik and Tech.
Don't really know what.
That's fine. If you're continuing to converse, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's just if there's anything specific you wanted to say or to do, that was all.
No, that's fine.
That's fine. So Ravik and Tech, you continue talking. The rest of you head down. Illander and Philip head back into your office. We'll go to Zaro, Storble, and Dristan first, though. You head. It's kind of a weird one. You go down, and then you go forwards, and then you go down. The way it works is you've got this top deck, you've got this crew deck, and you're heading down along the crew deck. Storble, as you're heading down along the crew deck, can you please roll me a luck willpower save, please?
Can I use it reroll?
You may.
No.
You use 1 reroll die.
Was there any skill to it?
Yeah, it was.
Sorry.
Luck willpower. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a success.
Yeah.
As you head down, you see in one corner that you hadn't noticed before, an open keg, full of what smells like a very, very rich, creamy alcohol that you're unfamiliar with. And as you smell it, you look over and you think that would keep you and Patrick sated for maybe 2 hours.
Long time.
But you've come down here to stay with Zaro and Dristan, and you managed to turn and you continue with them.
Stone or beer? I think I'm making a big mistake here.
You can make that decision, Storble, but you do look back and you see the barrel is still there.
I'll get it.
Would you like? We'll get it afterwards. Fantastic. Dristan, as you're moving forwards, I need you to roll. Can you roll a perception check, please, Dristan?
I can indeed. That's a 4. Great success.
As you turn, you see your hat. It's on the ground. You feel your head, and no, you thought it was on your head, but it must have kind of got buffeted when you're up on the. No, your hat's on the ground.
Pick it up.
Okay. You go off to one side. It's behind some of the bunks. You kind of catch it out of the corner of your eye. You head over to one side as you're walking with Zara. You pick it up. Did you put it on?
I want to examine it. Is this really my hat, or am I actually wearing it?
No, you're not wearing a hat. This is your hat. No one else has a hat like this on the boat.
How did he get down here? Very suspicious right now. I'm gonna put it back, and I'm gonna rejoin Zaro.
Okay. Okay, you put it back and you rejoin Zaro. Zaro, you get to the final door. Not the final door, but the door that leads down to where Dristan has said there is this material. As you get there, you hear a whine in your ear.
Like Jask
And-
or no?
You turn and you see that Jask is lying on his side injured, bleeding on the ground,
I'll go over to Jack.
off to one side of the vessel.
We'll go over to him. Like,
Okay, he's kind of lying on the ground, whining and panting. There's blood.
this ain't Jask. Jask is upstairs.
What do you do?
Can I do like an inspection check?
Yeah, intuitiveness or something. I don't know.
What specifically are you? How are you checking? What are you actually doing?
Look at his eyes.
His eyes are closed, lying on the ground, whining.
Jask, open your eyes for me. Come on, boy.
Kind of whines. It's kind of, you see blood seeping further into the wood of the deck, or the lower deck.
Does it look like it's a physical injury, or is it like a mental injury?
Roll an intelligence check, Storble.
Oh, is there a skill? I rolled a 4.
Apothecary.
I don't have apothecary. No.
The dog is bleeding profusely into the deck. You think he's got depression.
Poor dog.
Oh wow.
Can I go over and open his eyes?
Yes, Tristan. You go over and you open the hound's eyes. Please roll a straight luck check.
Okay. Can I use a reroll?
You may if you desire.
Yep. Yes, 6.
Your luck is reduced by 1.
Yeah.
As you open its eyes, reflected in the iris is Adrian Jaru, and you recoil and flinch back. You take a step back. You're not sure what you've just seen.
Was it green? Was the eye green?
You don't even know. Zaro, you thought you caught a glimpse of green eye as Tristan opened it, but it was only for a split second.
Tristan. This boat. We know it's weird.
Can't be.
We know it's weird. They can be playing tricks.
Yeah, you left Jessica upstairs.
Jessica's upstairs. I'm kind of, my heart's like hurting, but I'm like, Jessica's upstairs.
Quick question: am I wearing my hat still?
No, your hat's on the ground. Oh,
Right,
sorry.
Okay. Zara,
Yeah, Zaro, no, he's not wearing his hat.
No.
Why are you not
it
wearing
might
your hat?
actually have been my hat. Okay. I'll go. I'll get in a second. This is important.
And Zaro, just niggling at your mind, you know that Jask is upstairs, but you also know that this vessel travelled through the penumbra, so it's capable of some kind of something.
I know it hides itself, protects itself. Tristan, we gotta go on.
Yes, I agree. Let's go.
I kind of like look at Jask.
Let's make it quick though.
See.
Zaro, you managed to continue on. To continue on, I need you to roll a willpower check.
Wait, no, is that the one? Come on.
And you've left Jask upstairs.
Okay. On 2!
It's a 2! With a natural willpower of 3, you succeed on the check, and you manage to pull yourself away from the injured hound to head towards the door that leads further down into the vessel. The 3 of you approach this door. It's closed. What are you doing?
I open it.
Tristan, as you touch the door, the handle turns, and the door opens.
Cool.
Same for me,
It's very-
right? I see it open, right?
You all see it open.
Okay.
The lighting on this deck, with the few candles and lamps that are lit, extend nowhere. There is only darkness further down in the boat as the stairs descend.
Can I do a simple fire trick from a nearby lantern to just have a source of fire in my hand?
There isn't prestidigitation, so
Could
you
I
can
grab
take a
the lantern? Could I grab the
Yeah,
lantern?
Zara, you can grab the lantern.
Okay.
Yeah. What are you shining the lantern down?
Mhm.
Okay. There are steps that descend. You can't. It doesn't quite pierce the darkness to the next floor.
Well, after me. I'll just start heading down.
I'm actually going to
Zara,
summon fire.
as you descend, as you walk down, you feel a slight resistance. Tristan and Storble, you watch Zara step into darkness, and he's gone. He hasn't descended stairs. He's no longer visible.
I did say I wanted to summon stuff of fire.
Okay, you summon a staff of fire.
Zara, can you hear us?
There's no... Well, Zara, you hear a voice from behind you. Zara, can you hear us?
Oh, you?
Is it okay?
I'm here. What am I seeing?
You, Zara, are looking around, and the darkness seems to go on for a long time. You turn around and you look back at the doorway, and you can see them on the other side. As you respond, they don't seem to be able to hear you. They don't seem to be able to respond. Dristan has summoned fire to his hand. He's got a staff of flame, but he doesn't seem to be able to hear your response. You can hear them talking to you.
Can I like put my hand through? Like take my hand?
Yeah. As your hand goes through, Storble and Dristan, you see a hand come out of nowhere and just float in front of you.
I'll grab the hand and pull it towards me.
Storble roll a strength check.
6.
Fantastic. Zaro, roll a strength check.
11.
Zaro, you are yoinked back into the deck of the vessel. You're now surrounded by Storble and Dristan.
That's good, it's just you. I'm worried it was someone else.
What are you doing? It's fine. It's okay. Didn't you see me?
No, you
disappeared the
gone.
second you step a foot in.
I disappeared.
Storble and Zaro. In fact, I need you both to roll a straight luck check.
Uh-oh.
In fact, this would technically be a luck willpower check.
Oh no! Don't make it that, please.
I like that.
Mine was a success. I rolled a 6.
Storble, your luck is reduced by 1.
Okay,
Was
so
my luck
reroll.
reduced by 1 earlier as well, by the way. Actually?
You may use a reroll, Zaro. Yes, it reduced by 1 earlier as well, Storble.
Yeah. Okay.
No. I fell.
Zaro, you fall unconscious in Storble's arms.
Zara? I like slap him a little bit. Try and wake him up.
You slap him a little bit. He doesn't wake up.
I slap him a little bit harder.
Alright.
He still doesn't wake up, and if you slap him any harder, I'm going to start doing hit point damage.
Can I use Bolster Psyche on him?
What specifically does that do?
It suspends a madness, fear, confusion, charm, or other mind-related effect for 2d6 minutes.
Roll a TDM check, Storble.
19.
Your DDM increases by 1. Roll 2d6.
7.
Zaro, you wake up.
What happened?
You're back.
Listen, you
The
need to.
Storble sings you the opposite of a lullaby.
Can you shut up? Whatever's going on, we need to figure out what this is, and fast. Now come. And I basically just like, can I drag them both towards the?
Okay, Zaro, you head through.
I think Storble should stay here.
Storble and Dristan, you both hit solid wall where Zaro falls through. Where the darkness begins, Storble and Dristan.
1 fine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you can no longer see Zaro. You can no longer hear Zaro, and his light source is gone.
Looks like it's down to you.
Has he dragged us?
No, his hands have gone through. Yours haven't.
That's dangerous.
I guess we wait till he comes back.
As this is going on, Illinder, upstairs, you are with your father. Well, further back, you are in a room with your father.
I say, Father, you know our conversation that we had earlier about you bringing me into the fold?
Aye, son. Have you thought about it a little bit more then?
Yes. And I would like you to know that I would greatly honor the privilege of being brought into the fold.
That's excellent, son. And he kind of... I can't tell you how much I've wanted to hear you say that for a long time now. You know, there's a lot that's going to go into it. I'm going to get a few things ready. We're going to need to get a good night's rest. It's going to take us a little while to get to wherever she wants to take us. First thing in the morning, I'll show you what I need to show you.
To get where she wants to take us.
Oi, the Sea Maiden. I don't know where I'm going half the time. Your dinosaur friend, he plotted a course, did he not?
Yes.
Well,
can I check if he's lying?
Roll a d20, Linda.
That's a natural 3.
Lie is the wrong word. He's speaking and words he's saying are true, but the meaning or the implications of what he's saying seem to be being clouded in your mind.
So when he says, "I," "she," the
Sea Maiden,
Sea Maiden.
You think in as much as metaphor. That makes sense.
So he thinks it's the Sea Maiden, but there might be something guiding us.
Potentially.
Father, when you said brought into the fold, what did you mean?
Well, there are things I've been trading for a long time.
Yes.
And that's not just to take care of you and your mother. It's also I've been looking for certain things. He moves to his desk. He sits down behind it. It's one of those things. He opens a drawer. Looks a lot like this. He pulls out a writing implement that seems to be metalled rather than feather.
A quill.
Aye, a quill. Powerful artifact from long ago. Said to have unfathomable wealth. It would set us up for life, but some of these stories are quite interesting about it. And I think that if the stories are true, it might be the key to saving the SilverWind coast.
Where did you learn of this?
There's a lot that I'm going to have to explain to you, son. You're going to want to do it on a full night of rest. I've got a lot of contacts and a lot of history.
My mind has not been sullied by the day's events. In fact, it has urged me on. Time is of the imperative.
The same scholars, Illinder, Elaine, the same scholars that investigated creatures like Althea, also spoke of the quill as the way that she was stopped in the past.
The Owlbear Enclave.
In a way, in a manner of speaking.
The original Owlbear
Aye.
Enclave.
Aye. The quill was one of their great relics. Another was an axe of deep violet hue. Another was a gauntlet lost to time. Who knows? If we can unite all three of these, we might have a way of defeating Althea.
Again, you talk of bringing me into the fold. Into the fold of what? What is it that you originate from? What fold am I being brought into?
You need to know about your bloodline, Elaine. You know a lot about your mother's and very little about mine. I have an inkling that where we're going, where your friend has helped us locate, will probably bear either an artifact itself or information leading to one. This is obviously linked to your quest and your destiny. If you were to return with this information and this artifact, I would be able to show you how to truly manifest the powers that come with your blood.
What blood is that you speak of?
He kind of stops himself for a moment. The elves were not a singular people, Elaine. They had various branches, bloodlines, beliefs, cultures. Not all elves are sidereal.
Yes, I know. Many are mundane.
Mundane would be the wrong word, Elaine. Though we do have an affinity with the day.
Affinity with the day.
Which is why there's only so much I can tell you under the shadow of stars. I am not sidereal, Elaine. I would much prefer to show you how to manifest these abilities under the rightness of the sun.
So you're saying that my mother descends from sidereal elves, and you... Hang on. I'm looking at my art.
No worries.
Diurnal elves?
He kind of smiles as you say the word. Ah, well. Seems you have been paying attention there, Elaine.
You mean not only am I of sidereal heritage, but also
Diurnal.
You trying to tell me that because you didn't tell me anything all these years, I could have been manifesting powers from both day and night?
Well, it needs to be done correctly, Elaine. You can't just go willy-nilly. Your mother claimed the first few decades of your life. But that's her loss, because now I can show you the way of the elf.
High elf? You mean the elves that also died out?
We have suffered over the years.
So you full elf or part elf or? He's looking at him like really suspiciously now. Like, who is this man?
There's a lot to talk about, Elaine. A night is upon us. We're men of the day. He stands. He's left the quill on the desk. Closes the drawer. I am going to retire for the night and leave myself in the hands of your friend and the maiden.
I have one more request.
Speak it, Elaine.
What sits in the bow of this ship?
He looks at the quill and he looks at you. I've been trying to understand that for a long time. And I think this, and he taps the quill, might just be the answer.
Okay. Is this a forgery that you picked up somewhere then?
It's a scale model of what we're looking for.
Do you mind if I take it?
No, take it. And he pulls out another one. I've got a couple of them, just in case I have to give them to people to indicate what I'm trying to find.
Right.
You wouldn't believe how many people don't know what a quill is.
Yes. There are many out there that suffer from a crude, fundamental understanding of how important information is passed by literature.
Indeed. Ellender, he gestures to one area which is kind of cordoned off a little bit. You see like a four-poster bed. This I've kept here for you should you ever have decided to join me, as I know you like a little bit of luxury. There's kind of offset with like a little mini bedroom on one side. And on the other side, on the starboard side, you can see his own room with kind of a little bit of it's a very large captain's quarters with a couple of offset small bedrooms. Feel free to take the four-poster, Elaine. I'm much more used to the hammocks. And he begins to go and closes the door behind him, and you hear him kind of gets into bed.
As stealthily as I can.
Yeah.
I sneak out. Well, actually, no. What I do is I make a point of going into the bedroom, shutting the door.
Yeah.
And then try and stealthily exit.
Now, are you going to stealthily exit by flying in a confined space?
No.
Then you have disadvantage on the dexterity stealth check due to your sprained ankle.
That's fine.
Which means it's just a straight roll.
Yeah. That's a natural 7, so that's a greater success.
You exit your room, dead silent. Close the door behind you, latches very quietly. You head to the main door. No sound of movement. Sound of snoring even. And you exit back to that first internal deck of the ship, where you see Zaro. Well, you don't see Zaro actually. You see Storbel and Dristan looking at an open door on the far end, at the opposite end of the vessel at the front, looking into a door of darkness. At this point, Ravik, it has become quite dark and quite cold on the top deck as you've been speaking to Tech and catching up. Yoruz has set a few crew to doing certain tasks and has headed over to you. Right, I'm probably going to turn in. We've got the night crew on shift now. We're just going to follow the course that your friends put into the vessel. I think that's what Philip wanted to do.
Sounds good. Have you eaten, Uncle? Should we get some food?
Oh, I was thinking you'd never ask. I've got some stuff stored down below. Come on. As you head down, that's fine. You head to that middle deck, and as Ellender and you kind of all end up in a similar area at a similar kind of time. Illender's been there just for a few seconds longer than you. Zaro and Dristan, or Zaro, you are through the looking glass. Storbel and Dristan are standing next to an open door that seems to lead to darkness.
Hello. So, guys, find anything?
Well, Zaro's just walked through that door of darkness, and we can't get through.
Ah, interesting. Who's stopping you?
Darkness. I put my hand up against it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I walk up to it. Can I go through?
Uh-oh.
Illander, you step through and you're standing on stairs leading down next to Zara. Zara, you watch and you see Illander approach. And you're like, no, it's bad. He's through with you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
They can't get through, but you can.
Yaruz and Tech are kind of looking at this, looking at each other and looking at you, Ravik.
Don't look at me. I've been talking with Tech all day. I don't know what on earth these people have been up to.
Well,
Justin? Who else?
Storble.
Storble? What's going on?
Yaruz heads over to you as well. You're all kind of approaching this door. Storble, Tristan, what is this?
The door
Well,
to a stone.
it's a door.
Stone?
Has Philip said you can open this door?
Right, I built that.
Yes.
Yes.
Roll a d20. Roll a charisma check, please.
That's a 1.
Oh my days.
For him.
Oh,
That's impossible
right.
to beat.
Oh, right. Well, fine. Okay. Coming in, Tech, help me with a couple of bits and pieces. We got a little small smokeless cooked fire in the corner. We sort out some grub for you guys. I don't know exactly what's going on here. I'm not going to pry too much. If Philip has said it's okay, then that's fine. I'm sure Illander knows what's going on. I'll leave you to it.
He also said
Thanks,
about
Tech.
that the big barrel in that we saw earlier. He said that we could have that as well. He's
Well,
really
right.
generous.
He kind of looks around. Okay. Well, I don't know what. Okay. Sure. Take battle. All right.
I'll be over in a little bit.
All right. Take your time, Ravik. You can spend some time with your friends. He kind of gives you 2 thumbs up. Don't let me disturb. In fact, Tech, you stay with this guy. You got it, Ravik. You can do it. And he kind of goes over to the smokeless cook stuff.
Right.
As that happens, I do want to go back and check for my hat.
No.
Oh?
No, it's not there.
Crap.
So why did
And
Philip
Tristan,
say that you could go?
it's been on your head this whole time.
I knew it.
As Storble looks around, or as Storble indicated the barrel is also not there.
Jask.
Gone.
Right.
Tristan, what's going on?
Well, there's a mysterious coating of stone at the bottom of the ship. Zaro and Illander have just gone through that door of darkness that we can't now get through, and they're trying to examine it and find out what it is.
Stone.
Also, the ship may be haunted.
Haunted?
It might be a ghost ship.
About?
I'm so confused. I don't know. They're there. I'm trying to come up with the answers. I'm coming up with nothing. Revy.
Well, I've been on this ship for a good little while now, and I'm pretty comfortable in saying it's a real ship.
I mean,
Just
we're
You haven't
standing
seen
right.
the things I've seen.
Well, I haven't smoked the things you've smoked either. I don't know if there's any correlation.
You smoke, Justin? I've never seen you smoke.
It was one time, all right. I was with my with Adrian. It was one time.
Right.
Anyway, you said something about a stone beyond this door of darkness.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like it's like a white stone shrouded in darkness. I think it was just a dark stone. I don't know. It's been a while. I've been through it with the others while you were talking with Tick.
What kind of stone was it?
It was more like I don't know what stone it was. It was just, you know how you'd coat the bottom of a ship or like basically the entire bottom half of the ship was basically stone, and it was weird.
Oh. That is weird. The ship would sink if that were the case.
Yes. This is why I'm confused.
Okay. Well, shall I try going through the door? I guess no harm, right?
Well, I mean, I'm not stopping you. You can
I'll try.
if you want.
Zara, I will point out as well, when the others descended, you didn't hear Jask bark.
Okay.
Ravik, you head to the darkness and it seems to be solid.
Okay. So we can't get through, but they could.
And as this happens, No, continue.
I start heading down.
Well, did Jas go with Zaru?
No, Jas was supposed to warn us if people were coming up from upstairs.
Did I see Jas on my way down?
You did not.
Uh-oh.
Well, he wasn't there, so...
Well, either Jask is turned traitor or something's happened to him.
Traitor? Why would Jas betray us?
Sorry, before I go down, can I do my summon call? Like a whistle, you know?
Yep, you whistle.
Real Jask?
And it's not just, well, Storball, Dristan, and Ravik, and Tech, none of them respond to the noise that you've made.
Yeah,
Can we see them?
But Jask is magic.
You, Illinder and Zara, you can see them.
Can we put our hands back out?
Not
Yeah,
this
Wait,
again!
I grab his hand, I'm like, wait a
I'll
second.
pull it if he does.
No, wait a second. No. Storball pulled me back through and I passed out.
Speaking
Okay.
of which, Zaro, for a split second, you...
Yeah.
Elinda.
Storball, how long did your remedy last?
It was 7 minutes at the time.
7 minutes, okay.
Elinda, whatever we're doing, we need to do it quick. Let's go.
All right, quick, let's go. We go into the
Okay.
heart of the ship.
You head down, and the stairs, the darkness all around you, you've got one lantern that Zaro's holding. You don't seem to be descending stairs. The stairs seem to be rolling on a conveyor. As you move down, the stairs seem to keep coming. Both of you,
Great.
please. Both of you, please roll an intelligence or willpower arcane law check.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, that's cool.
We get advantage for this.
Cool.
It's natural 2.
Okay.
I have
Zara.
arcane law as well. 7. 3.
The two of you stop for a moment. Zara, you're still with it. And Illinder, you take him and you start moving sideways rather than along the stairs. And though you're moving flat, it seems that you're moving down. It's all very strange. You come to another door that looks very similar to the one that was above.
We open it.
Okay. Illinder, as you open it, please roll a luck willpower check.
Oh no.
Better you than me.
So that's a 5, and my luck is 12, and my willpower is. Do you add?
The modifier.
Yeah, you add your modifier, which is a 14, so it's +1. Sorry, willpower is +3. Yeah, so 15, and I rolled a 5.
Wait, what is your willpower score, sorry?
My willpower score is 18.
Oh yes, a +3. So you've got a luck of 15 in this case. So your luck is reduced from 12 to 11 as you've succeeded this roll. The door opens, and you see no more stairs, but darkness out in front of you.
The light doesn't penetrate it, no?
The floor seems to shimmer or sparkle slightly. It's like the floor is made of loose starlight.
Oh. Leap of faith, amigo. Let's go.
Can I commune with the stars?
As you step through the doorway, Zaro, your time is up.
Oh no.
You fall to the ground.
Can I pick him up?
You can drag him and pull him, but you are currently.
Well, I'm just going to put him there at the moment.
That's fine.
I'm not going to leave
Yeah.
light of him, if that makes sense, because I may
Okay.
never find him again.
Okay.
So if I have to move further, I'm going to drag him with me.
That's fine. As you drag him beyond the threshold of the door behind you closes, and then there is no door.
Of course. Why would there be?
You've walked into
A trap.
The thing,
Yes.
you know. It's like...
Yes, I realised I was doing it as I did it, but
Excellent.
traps are always more enjoyable when you spring them. For everyone.
As this
Okay.
happens, Storble, Dristan, and Ravik, I need you to roll a flat willpower check with disadvantage.
I'm still in owl form, unfortunately.
Yes.
And yeah.
Great success.
Just a normal success.
Just a success.
The food that Ravik is cooking, that Uruz is cooking for Ravik and the rest of you, smells really good. But you know, you're going to wait at the door, right? That's what you're supposed to be doing. You don't know what's going on, but the food is starting to smell really good.
I want to
one
try the
thing-
door again.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
I want to try the door. Can I go through?
The door is still open, and the darkness still seems to be solid to Tristan.
After Justin filled me in a bit, seeing as I'm still in owl form, I'd like to try something.
Yeah.
I'd like to put my hands down on the deck and cast Heed the Silent Forest and see if I can in some way see what's going on here.
Okay. First of all, roll a DDM check.
18, I'm good.
Fantastic. Your DDM increases by 1. What specifically are you using Heed the Silent Forest for? What are the parameters and how are you using it?
So Heed the Silent Forest allows me to engage in two-way telepathic communication with plants, including plant monsters, within 60 feet.
Okay.
The spell imbues the caster's communications with persuasive influence, granting advantage on any charisma checks with plants. The caster may temporarily imbue any non-intelligent plant with...
Okay. So as you cast this spell, you think it would work because wood, right? As you interact, you do open a psionic link. I need you to roll a luck willpower check, Ravik.
Okay. Where am I? There I am. Okay, so that is... Right, cool. That's a 13, so a success.
Okay, your luck is reduced by 1. You find yourself sitting in darkness, the floor of starlight. You instinctively know you haven't moved, you're watching something. You see Illinder drag Zaro, and the door disappear, and Illinder is now standing. You are remaining in your... It's like you've got a camera into it. You are watching events unfold.
I try and call out, Elinda.
Storble and Dristan, you see as Ravik sitting on the ground with his eyes closed, says, Illinder.
He's not here, he's through the door. I thought I said that.
There is no response from Ravik. It's as though he doesn't hear what you're saying.
Alright, I'll just keep observing and see what happens.
Illinder, you are standing in an infinite starlight abyss.
I say, I just look around me.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
Yeah.
Does it look like the night sky?
It looks like pitch blackness above you, black rock underneath you that seems to sparkle, kind of like a geode, but just black and white, like a monochrome geode is the floor.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. I was about to say, do I recognize where I am? But
no, it's not the night sky.
Okay.
You are standing on something solid and rock, and it is black with star-like patterns in it that seem to shine.
I just say, whose lair have we stumbled into?
Can I hear what he says?
You can hear what he says, Ravik.
Okay.
That's interesting. Roll a charisma check, Ilinda.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a natural one, though. So
After a few moments, in front of you appears a small hound that you recognize, that prances up to you and sits down on the ground as Jask is sitting facing you with his eyes green and black.
does he look different at all?
Other than the green and black, which is different from the normal bright green, no,
Okay.
it looks the same otherwise.
Is this your master?
No, my master's there.
That's what I was. Yeah, I was pointing to him.
Oh, you're pointing to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, it's my master.
It's interesting that I can commune with you.
You're communing through me, not with me, technically.
Who am I communing to then?
Well, that's a bit tricky. The person you're talking to isn't a person, so I'm the closest thing to an intelligence that it could fathom interaction.
Okay, what am I talking to?
You're talking to yourself, really, in a weird kind of way. What is it you want to be talking to? And it changes form. It's your mother.
No, I
It's
don't
your
want to talk to
father.
that.
It changes to your
Don't
father.
want to talk to that.
Changes changes to tech.
Do I see and hear this thing? As
You're
well?
watching all of this, Ravik, yeah.
Okay.
No, that kind of weirds me out.
Okay. Switches to Adrian.
Again, no. Perhaps just try a bog standard elf.
It
That might help.
switches to a dwarf.
A dwarf. Interesting. Not what I imagined. Do I recognize this dwarf?
No, well, from inscriptions and the statues, this is how Ilinda imagines Buno to look. Whether it is or isn't, you don't know, but it's how you've always imagined Buno.
So, what am I communing with? A Sideri elf? A higher
No.
plane?
No, really, you're communicating with yourself with a bit of a twist of lemon, really. You kind of, the dwarf figure now kind of squints at you, shifts into an elf as you requested. You're kind of looks down, looks up at you. There's nothing I can tell you that you don't already know. You're not talking to an intelligence.
That's
It's like talking to
helpful.
a wagon.
That's helpful. So you don't know where I am then? What this is? This
No,
rocky
you're-
bed.
Oh, well, you are here where I am.
Yes.
Where do
We
you
are
want to
in-
be?
Ultimately, what would be helpful would be being in the place that I foresaw we needed to be in.
Well, you said it. Who else?
Well, my compatriots.
You can have the snake as well.
I can have the snake as well.
And it's those words that you hear that Ravik almost instinctively repeats. I can have the snake as well. You open your eyes. It is day. All 5 of you are lying on the ground. All of your equipment, all of your hit points. Illander, your foot feels much better. Next to you is Tennyson or Vincent. You're in a field looking at the sky where the sun is rising.
Interesting. Well, guys, I transported us.
Can
It
we
seems to
stop
be a
the
power I have now.
teleporting? I'm getting sick of it, man.
Do I wake up?
Near to where you are,
Do I
near
wake up?
to where you are, you see a knee-high curved stone wall. It looks to be an old stone hut of some kind.
Pants. What did I need to smash? I've forgotten.
The mirror, I think.
And I'll show you where you are. Tennyson seems to crick his neck a little bit and sit up. Now, the last thing I remember is standing, looking morosely off the deck of a vessel. Gentlemen, where are we?
I've teleported us to where we need to go. I look as if I totally intended to do it.
Right. And where we intended to go?
The stone circle. Things may get a bit violent, guys. Just so you know, we're supposed to smash something in the stone circle. I'm really sorry, I didn't write down in my notes.
That's, you remember it as Illander remembers it. It's very foggy in your mind.
What?
We're supposed to smash something here.
What? Something? What happened after I passed out? Wait, is Jask here?
Jask is lying on the ground next to you.
I look at Jas like really oddly.
He looks at
Like,
you, and Illander, you swear he just winks at you.
yes. Well, I take off flying over the top of this circle.
You fly over the top of the circle. Okay.
My bow's
That's
drawn.
not a problem. And you're going to give Loreki, that clears things up nice and quickly. Oh, don't want to hide everything. I'd like to reveal everything. You fly above and you see there was an explosion here a long time ago. And there is a single large metal statue standing on what seems to be a shattered circle in the ground. Please roll a perception check, Illander.
That's a natural 7. That's a greater success.
As you fly and swoop round, keeping a fair distance, you see that engraved and enshrined into the chest of this creature seems to be a rune or a sigil or maybe an object that bears the same shape and stature of the quill that your father showed you what you believed was last night.
Oh, sorry.
Illander just stops flying and ends it.
Yeah. Just swan dives into it.
So Illander, you've done kind of a swoop round.
So I think I found an iron golem that seems to be the property of this guy, and I pull out the quill.
Property of
Ravik,
who?
Ravik, can you please also roll a perception check as you're here? You would be the one to see it.
That's a 6, great success.
You're compelled to head to about here, and just south of you, underneath rubble, you see, stabbed into the ground, a strange, exotic, curved knife.
I just want to observe it before touching it. Can I discern anything else about it?
You look at it, examine it, you pick it up. It doesn't seem to have any particular special properties. It seems to be steel, but it is a kukri-like weapon.
Oh, cool. Kukris are my favourite types of swords.
Okay. Cool. There's nothing engraved on it. There's nothing.
It seems to be. It seems to be. Oh, it seems to have been on the wrong end of serious fire damage.
Oh. So does it look usable? Does it look destroyed? Damaged?
This one does not look usable.
Are there others?
Not in the immediate vicinity.
Okay.
Does it look a little bit like, as he like picks it up, do I recognize it from my vision?
As you look at it, it seems familiar, but there wasn't this weapon specifically in your vision that you're aware of, but the vision seems to give you some familiarity with it.
Melinda,
What is this? What is this place, Cylinder? Why are we here?
what are we meant to do?
And what if it is a quill?
Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest with you all. And I'm very sorry for not telling you earlier, but I feel like it. If I'd have told you this, it may have hindered our progress. But essentially, when I looked into Zaro's mind, I saw him bringing us here. And I saw everyone dead. Except for, which one was it? Was it Ravik or?
You're not entirely sure. It might have been Storble. It might have been, it might have been Storble or
Plunged
Ravik.
Something into the center of this. And it was something that I can't explain it, but it was something that needed to happen.
I was leading us to our death.
Sorry?
Did you see that thing in this vision? I point to the Iron Golem.
I think so. I think Storble is supposed to have it.
Supposed to have it?
I'm supposed to have what?
Just try picking it up.
It's pretty big.
It's about 16 feet tall.
I don't think you'll be able to pick that up.
No, it's
Okay.
huge. Yeah, no, it's like a statue.
I'll give it a go if you want, but
Storble, you begin to approach.
yeah, sure.
Well, no.
What are the rest of you doing?
I go to the outer wall.
Okay.
Oh, what, the sword? I thought he meant the sword.
No, I was pointing to the golem.
Ravik has the sword. Oh, okay. Sorry, the sword isn't 16 foot tall. The golem is 16 foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see the golem in the vision?
Yes. That was the thing that killed us all.
Oh, well,
So
probably.
So
shouldn't.
Storble is on his way to pick up the golem.
Don't worry, Linda. I can do this.
No, Storble. I meant the sword. Sorry.
I can't hear you. I'm too far away.
More of a
Lost in
knife,
Oh
really.
my days. I mean, that man is damn charismatic, but he sure is stupid.
Storble gets to about here and turns around a little bit and is looking back at you.
My eyes are all fixed on the golem, by the way.
Okay.
Is this something to do with Saint Olden?
Yes, I think so.
You think so? Did you see anything of him in your vision?
No.
Is there any writing around?
Roll a perception check, Storble.
Nope. That's a 20.
You are unaware of there being any writing, and to be fair, you wouldn't be the one looking for it. So,
Ravik, chuck him the sword.
Okay. I throw the sword. No. I
try
walk
to
up
catch.
I walk up to Sorbel and I hand him the cookery.
It looks a bit worn.
Yeah,
Thank you, though. It's a very nice present.
it's all right. And I'm going to look around the immediate area for any others.
okay. Storble, as you take this cookery, is there anything particular that you do with it?
I mean, I'll inspect it.
How
Maybe.
would Storble inspect a cookery?
Like lick the blade.
Okay. As you lick the blade, just roll a Constitution check for me, please, Storble.
It's a 13, which I think is.
Oh,
a success.
There should be a luck Constitution check, technically.
Okay, 1 second. That changes things.
Oh dear.
Okay, I'll use a reroll.
Okay.
That's a 1, so that's fine.
Okay, your luck is. Does your luck reduce on a 1 to 3 because of your tenets?
Yeah, that's. I didn't say that.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you spit it out. It tasted horrible. Tasted mushroomy or horrible. But underneath the lick, the blade seems to be quite shiny. Not in a the blade looks to be quite shiny under the lick. Interestingly.
Yeah. I'll spit on it then, and then I'll like get my shirt, wipe it a little bit.
So you start kind of cleaning it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blade. It looks to be a well-made steel weapon. As you interact with it, Storble, it does seem to be that hidden away. Only after cleaning it can you really notice this. There is a single letter carved into the very base of the blade where it touches the hilt, and it's the letter A.
Aye.
You don't know this, Storble. You just see a letter.
Oh. A letter. If only I knew what it meant. Ravik, can you read?
Yes, yeah.
What's this word?
Oh, it's a letter, Snowball. It's A.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't really know.
Ravik, as you inspect it, sorry, you notice as well where Storble just saw a jumble of letters. You see a little dot next to the A, and next to it is a C, with another little dot.
Oh, AC. AC. Nope, no idea. Unless, do I have any idea?
Roll a d20, roll a 1.
Okay.
Roll me a 1 on a...
You asked, and I did not deliver. So 14.
Okay.
But
You think
doesn't ring any bells.
You think they're initials?
Initials. AC.
Probably
Are you
whoever
sure?
owned the
Yeah.
blade originally.
What was it?
Is there anything else at all? Like anything else?
As you head round, it looks to be that there are burnt out ruins of books, documents, texts.
Anything still legible, or is it all destroyed?
It seems to be old and destroyed, a bad combination. Roll a d100.
Okay.
Yeah, can I be doing the same thing? Sorry.
Sure.
Like, not, but like sort of going around looking
Sure.
for stuff.
65.
Okay. Illindo, please roll a d100.
Come on, babies, roll 100. You know you want it. 53.
Ravik, as you're looking, there are symbols that you don't recognize, and incantations, schematics, diagrams. It looks like the equivalent of blueprints.
Okay, interesting.
This is a bad experiment.
But the
Ouch.
blueprints seem to refer to, on a 65. You don't think the golem was built here. You think it was whatever's underneath what's shining on. It looks, yeah, it's a bit strange. Looks to be some kind of glass structure.
I'd like to inspect the golem as well from a distance.
Okay.
Does it look? Well, does it look? Where you said it doesn't look like it was made here. Does it have any defining features or symbols that may point to where it is from?
It just has this quill kind of grafted into its chest, it looks like. Other than that, it seems to be a very plain metal statue. But roll a perception check, please, Rabbit, just to see if there's anything else you can glean.
It's an 8 success.
It doesn't... You're not sure if it's supposed to be human, but it's humanoid.
Okay. This quill, is it in like an indentation, like you're supposed to put a
Yeah,
quill inside it?
No, it seems to have been grafted into the chest. So it's like in this large creature, there is a physical metal quill that has been spot welded into its chest.
Okay, right. So there's an actual quill in there.
There's an actual quill spot welded into its chest.
Oh.
What does the quill itself look like?
A small metal writing implement.
Yeah, but is it look identical to the one Illendor has? Like
Illinder showed you a quill. There's a quill on the creature. Dristan, what are you doing in this time?
I want to inspect the circle. Would this have been related to the drawing of the black circle?
This circle looks like it used to be a building.
Would I have known what type of building? Do I know what?
It looks like an old residential hut that had a couple of layers. It looks like an old stone hut, kind of like Jedi temple hut thing.
What? Can I decipher where we are? Are we like near the mountains? Yeah. What location are we nearest?
There are mountains off to the east, but it looks mostly like far east. It looks like forests will get to you far before mountains do.
So
I still right. So the quill inside would.
Yeah. So you move around.
Does it look removable?
It looks like it was spot welded on. I mean, if it got on there, it can probably get off there.
I want to try.
I was gonna say Jask, fetch.
Oh, good shout.
I'm basically pointing at it with an arrow, like.
As this is going on, Tennyson is gonna cautiously keep an eye out.
I'd actually like to go up to Tennyson if that's okay.
Yeah.
I want to ask him. Hey Tennyson, you've been around for a while. Do you know anything about what this place may have been?
You look at Tennyson and he kind of... I have an idea, and I hope to the stars that I'm wrong.
Please enlighten us.
Well, there are one of the biggest problems we had to deal with back in the day was traveling through beyond the penumbra. when a Marthan ascended to become a sidereal elf, the rumor was not all of him went, that he left a critical piece of himself behind. Now, when you have pieces of yourselves, I'm gonna get into some real metaphysics stuff here, boys. When you have a piece of yourself across dimensions with no way to get through, it will begin to pull to the weakest point. It looks like someone tried to force open that weakest point.
Like a portal.
Right. And you think that's what happened here?
Well, whatever happened, it didn't go well. And whatever that thing is,
Well, I know Saint Ogle, he told us to go and retrieve a Marthin's quill. Do you think that's it on the golem? Have you seen it before?
not up close. My understanding was it was still in the Dwarven Mountains. I don't know what it would be doing here.
Should we find out? I'll start walking up to it.
Quickly, can I have a quick look around for a shield? Like a rock that I can use as a shield?
A rock that you can use as a shield.
Yeah.
An improvised shield. Roll a d20, Storm.
7?
You pick up a rock.
This one.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe you could use that as a shield, you know?
Did we get any of our ability points back when we teleported?
Did you get any of your ability points back when you teleported? You got your hit points back. You did not get any skill points back or ability points. So so it would have been the short rest after fighting the T-Rex.
Right.
I will allow you, because that it wasn't a combat, but I'll treat that as an encounter. I will allow a short rest now before you interact. If there is anything particular you want to get back, you may take a short rest, kind of sizing up the situation, just to take a breather before Illinder walks in. Illinder, so you're about to step up to the golem. Is anyone else doing anything particular? If you're taking a short rest, not you. Anyone who's not taking a short rest, is anyone doing anything particular before Illinder walks up?
While I'm going up, can I cast Magic Weapon?
You're going to cast Magic Weapon as you approach.
Yep.
Okay. Can you roll an intelligence stealth check, please, Illinder?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
That's a natural 4.
Fine.
So it's a great success.
As you begin the incantation and you approach, as you cross this threshold, your teeth buzz. You activate the spell. Your DDM increases by 1, but you don't roll because it's a cultist ability. And you approach the golem. How close do you get?
As soon as it starts moving, I tentatively stop. But if it doesn't move, I'll go right up to it.
Okay, it does not move.
I'm like arrow drawn, by the way, aiming at it.
Yeah. Is that a shadow arrow?
Yeah, I need to activate that. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay. I put my hand on it.
Yeah.
And I say,
I call on my ancestors now. Show me what must be done.
Roll a perception check.
Oh. It's a natural 5. Flipping heck, I'm rolling well.
You see, as you touch it, you feel more than see that there is a great potential stored within this creature. But as nothing happens, you begin to look to the ground instead, where this great circular, what seems to be a window built into the earth, with fragments of glass still there, seems to shimmer quickly, just once.
Can I touch that?
You can. Are you doing anything when you touch it?
Oh, I don't know whether to cast Sever Arcanum. No, going, you know what? I'll touch it.
As you touch it, you feel yourself drawn to it. And your hand moves to interact with the glass, and you slip slightly. Your ankle's bad. And just a streak of blood runs across your hand. The remaining glass begins to glow. You hear as now above you, the creature begins to move. Before we do anything else, I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Did our short rest count?
Yep, short rest, yep.
Great.
Great success.
I rolled a great success.
Right.
Success.
Success.
Excellent. While this is going on, I'm going to figure out something else very quickly. Oh, let's not do that.
Oh wait. Okay, so sorry, with the stance.
So your DDM increases by 1.
And every
so you need to
arrow
roll.
requires.
So you need to roll. Yes, you need to roll DDM.
Okay.
So each arrow triggers a DDM roll, but it does not increase your DDM.
Got it. So let me just check my DDM now. I reset. Oh, that's cool. From the flipping. Okay, that's fine. So I need to just check it. That's fine. 14. So I have that arrow. That's fine.
Fantastic. All right. The first thing that happens is who rolled a great success? Sorry.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fantastic. Ilander. All right, Ilander. As you're close to the creature, you may interact first. You see it begin to wake up. The glass has begun to glow.
The glass has begun to glow.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I think there's any chance if I try and got my sword in there to pry off the...
Roll an intelligence check. Intelligence arcane law.
Oh. It's a natural 6.
You don't want to pry, you want to smash.
Smash the glass?
Remaining.
Or...
Yeah.
Sweet. I swing my sword.
Fantastic. Roll to hit.
Yeah, magic weapon in it. I get advantage.
You do.
Sweet. That's a 17.
Fantastic. Roll me some damage.
That acts as a crit.
Okay. Right, see if you explode.
What was it? So I'm doing... Oh, sorry. No. So it's my normal, which is 10 plus...
So with a longsword, it will be 9 if you're using it two-handed.
9, two-handed, yeah.
Yeah, in LFG.
Oh, sorry,
plus your
I
strength.
rolled the wrong thing then. I rolled a d10.
Oh yeah, no, D8s all the way.
5.
Okay.
So it's 9
So-
plus
Plus
half my
that
level.
5. Yeah, plus half your level. Round it up.
14 plus 2
Your strength.
is 16 plus
Dex.
Dex is 40. So 20
20
damage.
points of damage. Fantastic. You swing and the magical energy crashes against the glass and it shatters and you see motes of light explode everywhere. The golem, now awakened, turns its head to look down at you, having destroyed the remnants of this glass, and you watch as hands begin to swing down at you. What is your armor class, Ilinda?
17.
Okay. Wow. Okay. As you see these hands swing down at you, the first one glances you, dealing 7 points of damage. As the second one begins to fall, you take this strong blow. As the second one begins to fall, you watch as something moves through the air. And there is the sound of a chiming bell that resonates loud. Ilinda, you're deafened temporarily. And you hear a shout of, "Oh no, mate! It's round 2!" As you watch running from a position, in fact, flying towards you at high speed, there's a figure wearing pitch black armor who calls the shield back to him and catches it in midair. "No! You!" He looks at you, Ilinda. "Thank you!" And he looks at the other thing. "Screw you!" Who also rolled a great success.
I love this guy. I love this guy. I wonder who he is, but I love him.
I did.
Zaro, go
Okay,
for it.
let's go.
Roll to hit.
I'm gonna get plus 5. 15, 20 in total.
That is its armor class. Well done, you hit.
Okay, let's go.
Deal me some damage.
D8 plus 5, 3 plus 5, 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Fantastic. Fantastic. It takes the hit. And you watch as it kind of turns and looks around. Is Jask doing anything?
Yeah, go for a bite. Let's go.
So, okay, that's fine. Jask, I'll allow it. He can get within range. He's got the 60 feet movement. Roll an attack for Jask.
Oh, he rolled a 5.
Okay. So, you're wearing the armor as well, aren't you, Zaro?
Yes.
Yes, the rabbit steel armor.
Yes.
Fantastic. As this happens, the Iron Golem is going to take another swing at those within range. One at Jask, one at Ilinda. Okay. Ilinda, you watch as the fist comes down, reflected again by the shield. Jask takes 4 hit points of damage, Zaro.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, you're going to hit the dog! You hear coming from this guy. Any other great successes? Okay. In that case, what's going to happen is this gentleman is going to accelerate in at high speed. He's going to roll 2 19s.
Ooh.
He's going to roll 2 19s and a 6, but it's the 19s that we're interested in. And you watch as he takes a shield in his hand and he just smashes it twice into the golem, and you see physical dents in the metal as the golem seems to take some damage, and it does not take an off-turn attack in response to St. Olden, but it now has its turn. Okay. All right. It's going to attack St. Olden. That's not going to do it. That's not. You just watch these blows that had knocked you for 6, Ilinda. You see this creature in the air. It kind of, as the fists swing towards it, they seem to slow down and stop in front of its face, and then get pushed back towards the Iron Golem. And he kind of laughs down at you, Ilinda. It's like, "Don't worry, I think I've got it this time." last time was a bit dicey, but I think I got it this time.
I love this guy.
All right. Who rolled successes? Okay, Tristan and/or Ravik. Who would like to interact first?
Well, I know exactly what I want to do.
And I know what I want to do. And it's going to involve Ravik a little bit.
Oh, well then, in that case, you go ahead, mate.
No, it's just I want to use the sparks from your gun to summon fire.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to use my gun, but...
Okay. That's fine. I'll use something else.
No, you know what? It's probably even better what I'm going to do, so...
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah. Alright, well, in that case, seeing as I'm still in owl form, I would like to channel lightning.
Perfect.
And I would like to... I don't know if this is possible, but... Can I target it specifically on the quill on the creature? Or the golem, sorry.
Well, so you can roll to hit with... So the spell will hit, but I need you to roll separately to hit if you're going to perform an exploit.
Okay, yeah. Is it a martial exploit?
It is. You have advantage.
Oh, wonderful.
Please roll to hit. You have advantage.
Well,
this uses your willpower modifier.
Wonderful. And attack bonus, or just willpower?
Yes.
Willpower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you attack bonus. Yeah. For what this is.
Right. It's a 19.
Okay. Now please roll a straight luck check. You have advantage.
Okay. Straight luck. Yeah, that's a 8 success.
Fantastic. Your luck is reduced by 1. Please roll 2d6. In fact, because you succeeded on exploit and it was specific, please roll 4d6.
Nice. I'm doing it from the sky, right? So
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, d8 of damage. It's not damage. I just need 4d6 first, please.
Sorry. Okay. 4d6. That is wow. 18.
Right. That's the rest of this combat then. By the way, Zero, I need you to roll a d100, please, because you rolled a hit, didn't you?
Got it. Yep. 71.
Okay. That's fine. Ravik, now please roll your damage.
Okay. It's 4d8, I believe.
Yes.
Uh, 18 again?
Fantastic. Excellent. This bolt of lightning arcs down from the sky and streaks into the golem. And as this happens, it seems to slow down. It seems to struggle with the electricity. And it is slowed. Nicely done, Ravik. That was the perfect move. In response to this, it's going to try... Okay. It is unable to respond. It is currently slowed and unable to take an off-turn attack. Tristan.
Can I do one of my elementalist abilities without there being a natural cause?
Yes.
Great. I'm going to use Lash of Veneering Pain then.
With the fireball.
I think it was more like Magic Missile. Cause
yeah. It's like Magic Missile, but yes. So it's...
tentacles come up from the ground.
Well, but with you, Tristan uses fire bolts because it's elemental. So that is 2d4 plus 1 each.
I thought it was 1d4 plus 1 each.
Sorry, 1d4 plus 1 each, so 2d4 plus 2 for your attack. Roll a DDM check, please.
Oh, I needed to roll DDM. Sorry.
Roll DDM, please, Ravik.
4 plus?
19, I'm fine.
Okay, sorry, Tristan, you roll DDM.
Rolled a 12.
What is your DDM?
14.
Oh.
Okay. Before the next... Well, first of all, Tristan, roll the damage, please.
4. So it's 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
9 damage.
Okay. The first thing that happens is as the fire strikes it, it doesn't seem to dislike the fire. In fact, it seems to like it a lot.
Right, never doing that again.
And certain damage that had been incurred seems to be popping out and undenting due to the heat suddenly struck against it.
But
as far as your DDM check goes, first of all, your luck is reduced by 1, Tristan.
great.
Okay, I'm going to need to. Oh, let's do this quickly. Okay. And then roll me a D100, please, Tristan.
$85.
85. Okay.
Please tell me I grow wings.
85 is not grow wings.
No, you have to roll 100 for that bad boy.
Oh dear.
I need you to roll a D8, please.
7.
Okay. Okay. All right, give me 1 second. So the bolts of flame heal the iron golem, and you feel strange energy run through you, Tristan, as channeling this so close to a focal point between the material and the penumbra seems to have triggered a response.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Definitely right.
Please roll a d6, Tristan.
It's gradually getting smaller. 4.
For the next 4 minutes, you have struck a combination of elements that is not a comfortable one. You have combined water and earth, and then you have reversed the spell. Around you, the grass withers and dies. In a 5 foot radius around you, living life force is snuffed out.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You are alive, but anything within 5 feet of you is dying. Okay. As that happens, the Iron Golem is going to roll a check. He's unable to take an off-turn attack. So I believe, was that who failed their roll? Storble? You and Tennyson may now act.
Want to go within 5 feet of Tristan?
No! No way, Storble!
All right.
I will. I'll go next to Ravik. Put my hand on his shoulder. That looked pretty good, to be honest. Do it again. And I'll use Pfizer motivation.
And what specifically does that do?
It's the one that gives him an extra action every turn, or 50% chance.
Okay, fantastic. So as you're doing that, roll a DDM check, please, Storble.
Yep. Oh, you're joking! I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh,
Okay,
no.
so
It was. It was 3.
all right, let's do this again.
Your TDM was 3.
Your luck is reduced by 1, Storble. Roll a D100.
That's amazing.
Oh dear.
44.
Watch him get the 5 feet drain thing.
You're joking. Storble,
Yeah.
you've just pulled an Amarthin. It's because you're so close to the quill.
Oh my days.
Wait.
Oh, what have I done?
What?
Please roll a D6, Storble.
Oh no. Oh wow.
Oh.
Oh, I
Yes.
know what this is.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not. It's not what I think it is.
It is what you think it is.
No, 4.
4.
Yeah.
Roll a d12, Storble.
D12. Oh, oops. 6.
For the next 6 days, you are 10 years old.
Oh, this one.
Couldn't have happened to a better character.
Yes!
Couldn't have.
How?
That means no alcohol for you, Storble.
I'm intrigued to see how this is going to play out because I feel like Storble is already young.
Storble, you have reverted to 10-year-old you. Your personality
That means
is
he
now that of a
remembers the
10-year-old.
past of running away?
Oh,
Yeah.
No, it reverts
What?
your personality, not your memories.
Ah, man.
Does this mean that he's like really intelligent as a child and like he's now the smartest one on the team?
Yeah.
What do you mean? His intelligence doesn't change.
No, but he can pretend that his intelligence hasn't changed.
Oh, this is
I'm
going
not
on.
gonna lie, that was
Oh,
one of
man.
the most fun parts of the previous campaign, so enjoy it, mate.
A
Fantastic.
wagon wheel bed.
It was with the crew, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah.
All right. Okay, Tennyson is going to do that. The Iron Golem is going to check, but it's failed to check thus far. It is going to get one more. The Iron Golem swings, and another resonantly deflected blow from St. Olden. Not even an issue. Everyone, please roll initiative for the next round.
Success.
Success.
Great failure.
Just normal success.
Okay, great successes, please. Just that. No great successes.
I got
Oh,
just normal
okay.
success.
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, St. Olden's going to have a go. It's not that you necessarily. Well, you're looking for him. Okay. So St. Olden swings with the shield. The golem catches it the first time, and you see him twist his hands as the golem flips over and crashes down to the ground as he pulls the shield. You're not having it! It's mine! As this happens, the Iron Golem is going to attempt to respond. He's going to succeed. Sure. And he's going to ignore. He's going to step back, and I need Illander. I need you, please, to roll a luck Constitution save.
That is a 10, which is a success.
Okay. Excellent.
If he's stepping away, do I get an attack?
He's not stepping away. He's angling himself. So he's. Oh.
Cool.
And I need a roll for your dog, please, Zara. I need a roll for Jask.
Constitution.
Luck Constitution.
Luck same as mine. So 12. Constitution. Okay.
Illander, you take 14 hit points of damage.
10 success.
Whoa.
Yep.
Success.
What was that, Zara?
It's a 10 success.
Jask takes 14 hit points of damage.
His health's
Halfway
13.
there, boys.
Sorry?
His health's 13.
Really? Have you been leveling up his health as you've leveled up?
Yeah.
His health's 13.
Yeah.
The golem sprays a cone of toxic air that Jask has inhaled. Jask falls to the ground. Illander takes damage.
Wait. How far am I away from Jask?
30 feet exactly.
Okay, wait.
Did you take the rescue feat?
No, I took pack mentality.
Okay. Jask
No!
is down. If he takes more damage, he's dead. He can be finished off. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm immune to that poison or acid,
To
whatever
poison.
that was.
You're immune to poison. You're
No,
immune to
I'm not.
poison. Oh, right. I
love how you brought it though. You were like, oh well, okay.
I mean, you know, there are ways for it to happen. There are ways for it to be possible. But all right. In that case,
Well, if I was a dwarf, I'd be resistant to it, but I'm not.
who rolled a success? Zara. Oh, Zara, Ravik, or Storble. You may coordinate.
I'm shooting. So, let's roll DDM for my arrow.
Zara, I need you to realise. Roll a perception check, please, quickly.
6, quick success.
The arrow that you shot with last time didn't seem to do any damage, and you're not sure why.
Then use a try one of those +1 arrows I got from ages ago.
A plus one arrow, okay. Is
Yeah.
it magical?
I think.
It's just well made.
Yeah, I think that's what you said.
Okay. Roll with the +1 arrow.
I've got 8. I've got 8 left. Okay. I'm gonna
Okay. Roll with the +1 arrow.
Okay. No, I missed.
Okay.
But can I move in to try and?
How far?
Basically, try and get Jask out of there.
So Jask is okay. So you are now on the same square as Jask, just for reference. So you're covering Jask with your body. Okay, fine. But you are now in melee. The golem has range. You're now in the melee range of the golem. Okay. As this happens, the golem's going to see if it can have a return shot, which it absolutely can. It's just seen you shoot at it, so it's going to roll 28 to hit.
I mean, yeah, that's just about to.
He's going to deal you 9 hit points of damage, Zaro, as this, and in fact...
Wait, just quickly. What terrain is this?
Sorry?
What terrain is this?
This would be plains or fields.
Like grasslands?
Grassland, and it's urban, so it's both of your... Yeah.
So would that be,
because it's
+4
ruins.
to AC?
Yes, well, if that's what you get. Well, what you get to? No, you have to pick one.
Okay, well, okay. But either way,
Right.
like, I'm just checking. But he's still here, but I'm just checking.
Yeah, that's fine. So the one slogs you for 9, and then another fist comes down to hit you. This flying black shield, circular, spherical, like a frisbee, smashes and blocks it in midair. Like, right, try to hit it when you shoot, yeah?
Does it, like...
What?
Do I recognise anything? Any references? Any, like...
There's a lot of stuff going on, and this is
Yeah.
all happening very quickly. Storble or Ravik?
So I've got something I can try and do to
Go
help
for
you,
it.
Storble. I'm gonna cast Deny the 9 Furies on you, Storble. I'm gonna choose Poison.
Okay. Ravik, please roll DDM.
Okay. 11, we're good.
Okay, DDM increases by 1. Storble, you're now immune. Is that the case?
Let me just.
I believe it's immunity. Deny the 9 Furies is immunity to a specific type of damage.
I think you might be
Storble,
right.
you are immune to poison or toxic damage for the duration of the spell.
Oh, I
Is
should
there any,
probably
like-
roll that.
Was there any like visual effects that happened or?
For 40 minutes. There's no residual effect. No, that's it.
There's like a shimmer that runs across your body, Storble, as
Wow.
Ravik does this.
I'm all sparkly and glowy now.
Maybe try and use the cookery against it. And I'm going to shift into tiger form
Fine.
and take out my... Oh, can I roll for my extra action, actually? Before I do
Yeah,
that?
roll for your extra action. Yeah.
27, I guess not.
No. You can
Never
shift
mind.
into tiger form, though.
I won't do that just yet.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. Ilander. Another fist comes down at you and is deflected by the shield. However, a second follow-up swings and smashes down, dealing 1 hit point of damage as it hits the ground next to you.
It's going straight for me, isn't he? Flipping it.
He did go for you. You did seem to be the one who activated him. Storble.
Oh, I'll charge in then, I guess, Revik.
Actually,
I'll get my sword and I'll charge at him.
fantastic. You full on charge.
Yeah, full on charge.
You get +2 to hit, +2 to damage.
Oh no. That's not good. I rolled a 9. Which
Okay.
I don't think is good enough. Where is it? 9, 11, yes, 13 total, I think.
A 13 total. You run and you smash the blades into the iron golem.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
15 total. It's probably
You
still
run
enough, but-
and you smash the blade into the golem. Even on a +1 for flanking as well, it's still a 16. So you smash into it. It turns and looks at you.
I'm afraid of you.
But kind of grinds the gears as it turns and is unable to respond. Tennyson, meanwhile, smashes into it. He's dealt max damage twice. Basically, he kind of moves to one side. He pulls out a dagger, and you're thinking a dagger, and it punches through like a stapler, punching through sections of metal. Which moves it round. St. Olden is going to have a go as well. He's going to swing at it. Swings down on the first go. The beast catches it. So you watch as he takes his gauntlet, and runes on black ebony gauntlet begin to glow. And he just kidney punches this 16-foot tall creature. He's 10 feet in the air flying. He kidney punches this creature. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. And you see a dent, a handprint come out of this iron golem. As this goes on, the iron golem is going to see if it can respond with an off-turn attack, which it cannot due to the electricity, which means we move round to Illander, I believe, or Dristan. Did you roll a success? A terrible failure.
No, it's just
Yeah, I failed.
Okay, so Illander or Dristan.
Go on, Dristan.
I throw a rock at it.
Oh no. Okay, your DDM increases by 1.
Oh yeah, so draw a point.
You're using your stone ability, yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Roll to hit.
Stone elemental sphere. Yeah.
Fantastic. Roll to hit.
Dristan, can you turn this massive golem into a tiny metal thing like you did before?
It's metal. It's a bit out of my wheelhouse. It's a.
You did it
Wait,
before.
what do I add to hit?
That's true. That is very true.
You had your will to hit, yeah.
What's it?
Dristan, you did it before, don't you remember?
Yeah, not with metal. It's an 18
It
to
was.
hit.
It was a gargoyle.
Yeah, it's stone on.
Oh, it was stone.
What
Fair
was
enough.
that to hit, Dristan?
I think it was an 18 unless I get more bonuses to hit.
Is that an 18 total?
I believe so.
That is a miss.
Ah, man.
Do you move at all, Dristan? Are you looking to get in melee for Bujutsu, or are you staying at range?
I'll move forward like 20 feet. See if the death follows me.
As you move forward, yeah, the ground begins to kind of die and dry up around you.
Cool. Everybody back away. I don't know. I've got a death aura. If I get close to it, it might die.
All right, fantastic. Well,
Or
you
it
know
might-
that living things are dying.
I was about to say, or it might supersize its power.
Well, we'll find out.
Now it's going to see if it can attack back. It can. It can attack back. It's going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tennyson. It rolls a natural 1.
Nice.
Tennyson gets to roll. Oh, mamma mia. And deals a glancing blow against it. Fantastic. Which just leaves Illander.
Just me. So, question.
Yep.
Is the floor completely destroyed?
The floor is not destroyed. This thing was built on top of the ground. So the ground beneath it is okay, but the glass is shattered.
Cool. Does it look to still be producing some kind of weird aura, or is it?
No, it looks like this figure that's now flying around you was the response to you breaking the glass.
Cool. Question: that thing that's on its chest.
Yeah.
Do I think I could pry it off with my sword?
What? Can you roll an intelligence check, please, Linda?
Yes. Is it arcane law or?
It is. It is arcane law.
Sweet, because that helped me succeed. That is a great success.
Okay, you have noted that electricity seems to have done significant damage. Fire seems to have caused a reverse effect. And miscellaneous magic seems to be very hit and miss with this creature. It seems to have several defenses that you're not fully aware of. So you know that you've powered up your sword, but you don't necessarily know how that will affect your interaction with the creature.
But do I think I could pry? I'd like to perform an exploit, essentially, to try and get my sword in between and pry the feather, like the quill, off of its metal.
Absolutely. First of all, roll to hit.
That is a 15 plus a lot. Plus.
Needs to be at least +5.
It is +5.
Okay.
It's +6, I think.
Now, I'll let you do this roll, because I've given you the warning.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll a D100. I need you to roll 91 to 0.
Okay, it's doable. It's doable. 95.
You're a nightmare. As you begin to maneuver, you feel that the magical energy of your blade seems to be, like when you put two North Pole magnets together, it seems to be repelled by the creature, but you manage to compensate for that using your own trickery. Please roll a luck check.
Anything? Luck, anything?
It's a straight luck check.
It's an 8, which is a success.
Your luck is reduced by 1.
Sweet. I'm 9 now.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. Oh boy. Okay. Two things are going to happen very quickly together. I need you to roll a D100, please, Ilinda, one more time.
$82.
Okay. Okay. So. Two things happen simultaneously. As soon as you pry the quill off, sparks of electricity between the quill and it go flying. But then underneath, you see energy and power, and its mouth begins to leak. And as it drops to one knee, you see St. Olden laughing. Nice one, Elf! Oh, I knew someone like you once. Pretty big punch, little guy. And he starts coughing. And then you start coughing, Ilinda, as leaking from the creature is a radius of toxic fume. All the residual radius seems just to
fly up.
You are right on top of it. You will take an attack of opportunity as part of your action. It is at disadvantage. What is your armor class?
17.
It has hit you. 2 hit points of damage.
Nice.
As you take a glancing blow. Storble, you are immune. Zaro, Ilinda, and Tennyson seems to be fine. Zaro and Ilinda, please roll luck constitution. Not Ilinda, just Zaro. Just Zaro. Luck constitution check, please, Zaro. Say that again, you're muted.
Sorry. It was a 6 success, but I'm trying to like get Jess out of there, you know? Just like...
Roll a... Okay, you can get Jask out of there and take the full damage, or you can take half damage and roll a check for Jask.
Get full damage.
Okay. Jask is thrown clear, and you take 33 hit points of poison damage.
Ooh, flipping it.
What are you on, Zero?
31.
Is that you got 31 hit points? So you down, Zero. Zero falls to the ground in response to this. Mamma mia. And the Iron Golem is going to roll to see if it gets its off-turn attack. Okay, which it does not. Any other successes? Ravik, please. What are you doing? You see this thing? Yeah?
It's a new turn, isn't it?
Whose
It's a new
turn?
turn, isn't it? Yeah, because
Yeah,
I've
it's
already
new turn.
done something.
I
this
didn't
round.
realise.
Oh, is Ilinda the last one? Fantastic. Okay, in that case, everyone please. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take out the gun and I'm going to shoot it.
Roll to hit.
Oh, but first I'm switching to Tiger form.
Fantastic. You switch to Tiger form. Roll to hit.
You all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
16.
16 total.
Yeah.
That is a miss, I'm afraid.
Alright. Can I roll for my second action?
Yep. If you use your movement to reload, yep.
I rolled a 24.
Okay. But you can still use your movement to reload. You'll be ready next time.
Yep.
It's going to roll that first of all, which it does. And it does. Seeing how it's now on one knee, it looks around, sees Ilinda in the air, sees Storble and Tennyson not responding. It's going to 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to turn and look around, and it sees you, Ravik, having just shot. You can see that even though its power seems to have been depleted, it seems to be focusing its energy entirely on storing and excreting this gaseous substance. It has recharged this round. Ravik, I need a luck constitution save.
It's a 3.
Fantastic. In that case, on a success, you only take 15 hit points of damage. Okay.
As a half squad, I have advantage to resist disease, but I'm guessing that doesn't apply here.
No, that's poison. Yeah, it's slightly different. You've already succeeded the check as well.
Right, yeah.
But your luck is reduced by 1. Any other successes? Okay.
Yeah, I got success.
Yeah, Tristan, go for it.
Throw.
Oh, we on a new round?
Yeah, sorry, it's a new round. Yeah, Ilinda, your initiative, please.
Yeah, just a success.
Okay, Tristan or Ilinda, both of you may act.
Ilinda, you can go first this time.
Okay.
So is it still pouring out? So
No, that seemed to pour out where it was, but now it seems to be recharging it and spewing it as it was again.
In my hand, so I have the quill.
You have the quill.
Does it feel like it's just a bog standard quill that's been melded?
You're in the heat of the moment. You're not entirely sure. There's a lot of. You'd have to sit down and like check it. You can't do that. It's too much too quick.
Okay, I fly away, sit down. No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly. Alright, I'm gonna put the quill away.
Okay.
Store it and fly at it with my sword bared.
Okay.
And attack.
Roll to hit, please.
That's a natural 19.
What is? Okay, now this could be really good or really bad. I need a D100. Roll 91 to 0.
Can I use a reroll?
I'm afraid not.
I rolled a 90.
As you swing at this thing, you hit it full on with your blade, and in your mind you're laughing, and you watch as the vibrations that emanate from the weapon that is glowing and shimmering seem to resonate with a shielding that seems to be coded specifically for the same thing on the skin of the creature. You seem to be attacking a creature with magic resistance. with a magic weapon.
So, if he's got magic resistance, so he doesn't do anything.
In LFG, it's a percentile check. You have a 10% chance of dealing full damage and a 90% chance of the attack being negated when attacking with magic.
90%.
Each individual resistance is specific. This creature has 90% magic resistance.
Flipping heck.
That's what you kind of clocked earlier, but now Ilander has had it confirmed. You're attacking a magic-resistant creature that is very strongly shielded against magic, excluding fire and lightning.
The fire heals it.
The fire heals it. It swings at you, and you see one of the attacks is blocked by this shield that this man in dark armor is flinging around, moving around. However, another does manage to clip you for 9 hit points of damage.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'm going to try and I'm then going to scoot away. I'm less than useless in this fight.
So that the fact that you got disadvantaged because you have skirmisher meant that it was a 15 to hit, not a 19. So
Cool.
be very like a natural 15 instead of a natural 19. So be
Yeah.
very happy because that would be bad news. Whereabouts are you heading?
Yeah.
Okay, you fall back. That's fine. Any other successes? Tristan,
I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
you gonna do it at distance, or you gonna go in for the kill?
At distance.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It's a 9. Oh, an 18 plus 3, so 21.
Plus your attack bonus, right? Or is it just your will modifier? Oh, it's just your will because you're not in melee. Roll me some damage.
Just scrolled off it. 80, 86. Plus. Wait. So 14 damage.
Okay. Everyone else was a failure, yeah?
Yeah, total failure.
Okay. It loses its action due to the electricity, which is really clutch at this point. Any regular failures? Just total failures?
Oh yeah, Zero got down, wasn't he? Forgot about that.
Zara's down. Ravik, you've already taken your action. Storble, I'll let you go.
Okay.
Go for it. What are you doing? In fact, hang on a second. No. No. Okay. Yeah, Storble, go for it.
Okay. I'll try attacking again with the sword at the
Okay.
weapon I got.
Roll to hit.
Oh,
With the
come on.
kukri.
Yeah, I missed. I rolled a 4.
Okay. Which means roll. Roll. Okay. So first of all, 9. So you're watching now. There seems to be a bit of a vendetta that the creature has for St. Olden. That is a hit. And you watch as they are now. Olden is blocking and physically using his gauntlet, just punching this creature. And the creature returns for a blow which cuts across his face. Please, everyone, roll initiative. He's going to roll. Let's check that.
It's a success.
Okay.
Failure.
Okay. Ilander and Tristan.
Failure.
Failure. Okay. Storble then. Please roll to hit. Or what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go for another attack.
Go for it. Do it. You've got +1
Come
for
on.
flanking as well.
Okay, I think that hits. Hopefully, anyway. 17 to hit.
Is
Or
that
one
plus,
sec.
plus modifiers?
No, it was. Oh, does 17 not hit?
A 17 does not hit.
Oh, 1
Wait, is Zaro out on the floor, cold?
Yes.
Hans, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I think it is a 17. That's a shame.
Do I have to wait till my turn to try and perform a rescue on him?
Well, you can only perform a rescue if he's subject to something.
Okay.
So
if he attacks him, I'd like to try and perform a rescue.
okay, that's fine. Tennyson kind of sees what you're doing, Storble, and more ducket punching with the knife piercing the skin. The golem is going to turn. Let's see. All right. Okay. He's going to perform an exploit. He's going to try. He's going to fail the exploit, which means he's going to focus on this one thing. It's going to be rabbit for Tristan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Tristan, please roll a luck Constitution saving throw.
That is the 3. That is a great success.
In that case, you only take 17 hit points of damage.
I don't like that.
And your luck is reduced by 1.
Even though I'm that far away.
5, 10, 15, only 20 feet. Yeah, you're well within range.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you still alive?
Yeah. Barely.
Oh, that's interesting. Zara, Tristan, what did you roll? A success, failure? What was your initiative?
Alright, hold on. Yeah, it's a 5. That's a great success.
In that case, Tristan, you should have gone first, but you may go now. Tristan, what would you like to do? By the way, it's mega staggered. I should have said this a while ago, but interfering with the quill mega staggered it.
Cool. I want to try and get within 5 feet of the Iron Golem without 5 feet of anyone else.
Yep.
Does the death effect do anything?
The grass around you is dying.
Is he powering up or is he dying?
He does not seem to be interacting with the death effect.
Okay, cool. I hit him with my stick.
So you take the stone, flatten it into a stick, roll to hit.
That's a 19 to hit.
19 total.
Yeah.
That's a miss. Roll your second attack.
Bruh. What is his armor class? That's a
20.
natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your crit damage?
I think 6.
In fact, do you know what? Let's not do the
15.
maths right now. 15.
Yeah.
with the staff.
Yeah, it's 2d6 plus my willpower.
Plus half your level. Plus your
Wait, it's matter. I'm so stupid.
4. So it's 17.
17. Okay, 17 then.
Okay. It had 5 hit points. What happens to this thing, Tristan?
Fair enough.
What happens to it?
Just get my staff, hit it on the head, massive cave in.
It caves in, and you move to twist and push, and you channel the energy of the earth, and you suck the metal from it, so that it begins to turn to stone, and then the whole thing just shatters like sandstone onto the ground. It's the Iron Golem turns to dust.
Everyone get away from me! I immediately make myself scarce.
Okay.
I immediately go to Zaro and give you a what's it called?
Assistance.
3, 5 hit. Sorry, it's 5 plus your willpower.
I still need you
9.
to roll. I need you to roll a check first, though, Zero. I need you to roll a straight Constitution check.
Yes.
You muted, mate.
Nah, I rolled that anything I can do?
You may use a reroll on this check.
Can't believe that.
No.
Have you failed the reroll?
My constitution's 15. I rolled a 17. I use a reroll, and I rolled a 19.
Uh-oh.
I would now like you to roll for Jask.
He succeeded. I rolled a 12. His constitution was 13.
I still try and heal him.
You channel energy into Milinder.
I think no, that didn't work. All right, Solace of Argonia.
Zaro is not mostly dead. Zaro is all dead. For the second time. Jask clambers to his feet. Does Jask have? Does he have any reroll dice left in his pool?
Jask, let me check.
Is shared your reroll pool?
Oh yeah, reroll, yeah.
Okay.
I have 2.
Jask, tied to you deeply with life energy, moves over to you and begins licking your hands. You may have advantage on this check, which means you may re-roll 1 of the failed rolls. This is it. Beyond this, there is no mechanic that can save you.
Or 11. That's good.
We'll come back to you and deal with your injury, Zara, but Jask snuggles up under your arm and just lies next to you. While this is going on, there is, backlit against the sun, a man in pitch black armor who has now moved a shield of pure obsidian circularity onto his back, and he's flying, no wings, just hovering, looking down at you. He sees Zaro, sees Jask nuzzling Zaro, and Zaro begins to breathe, but is still unconscious. The rest of you are still reeling from the injuries of the battle. Elander, your wings are wide, and he looks over at you. Ah, you're very interesting. What are you?
I'm a servant of the elves. Of the sidereal elves.
Oh yeah? I know the Sidereal elves. Some of them. And you feel yourself... Elander, can you just roll a strength check, please?
Strength.
Yes.
Athletics or?
Sure, why not?
I was about to say, 'cause... Oh, wow. Okay, 5. I have a strength of 8.
You feel yourself being pulled, and you turn and look at him, and then he kind of moves his hand like that, and you feel yourself pulled up to eye level with him, and he's holding you in the air next to him. And he's kind of turning you around, looking at you, examining your wings. Wow, they didn't give me these. And kind of puts you back down on the ground. He kind of looks, and you see purple apparitions of what look to be your wings, kind of flat, but they're obvious illusions. You kind of, and they're gone. Elander, in fact, everyone, you can all roll a perception check because he's not hiding it.
4.
6.
Fail.
6. Great success.
Between you, any of those who succeeded or those who had a great success, you see that runes of purple spread across this armor and shimmer whenever this individual interacts in such a mindful, shall we say, way.
An Olden, I presume.
He looks down. He's like, "Told you, I told you." And you kind of all turn, and Vincent's just Tennyson is kind of looking into his hands. "I told you people would know that name." And he flies down to Tennyson. It's like, "You can't hide from me, mate. You can't hide from me. You said no one would care. Well, look, he knows who I am." Yes, St. Olden is a fine name. "I told you." He goes to you, Illidan. "Thank you. It's about time." He kind of looks at Vincent. "What are you doing here anyway? Who are you? How did you find me? You've been looking for me."
Question: why did you come and fight the golem only after we arrived?
"I came to fight after you let me out. That's what you were. Wilfred sent you, right? To look out for me?"
St. Obel, yeah.
Yes, St. Obel.
"Oh, you know St. Obel. Oh, he's
So
Wilfred."
you were trapped in there, and we let you out.
Yeah, I've been in there for hours. And as this is going on, give me one moment, and I will bring up the teaser. I'm glad Zaro is unconscious, because I may or may not have teased this to him earlier. Just an itty bitty bit.
I can't believe we're the first one to get to meet him.
Yeah.
Zaro's gonna be.
Can you imagine
jealous.
if Zaro died? It's like, what would, like that's just it. That's it. You know. Oh, why can't I? Okay, let's do it like this then. Oh. This is the individual who you're speaking to. Yeah, you it was a bit silly of me. I was with we're trying to, well, there's a lot of things. You know about the mirrors, yeah? I'm trying to do something like that.
The mirrors.
Yeah, Wilfred. Yeah, Wilfred sent you, right? You know about the mirrors.
Well, Wilfred told us to look for the quill. Martin's quill.
He told you to look for the quill.
Yes.
No, he didn't. He didn't say go and look for Atreus. He said go and look for the quill.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Well, he did mention
That rascal! What does he think he's doing, sending you after a quill? I've been missing for 5 hours.
I think you've been missing for far longer.
Well, okay, maybe 6 hours.
What year is it?
Oh. Last time I checked, should be 1223.
And what year is it now?
1515.
Oh. Yeah.
Year is 1515.
Bit longer than 6 hours, mate.
That's 6
You
days.
talk funny. I like you, he says to Tristan.
Great. Do you know where the quill is?
He looks
Is
at,
this it? And I pull it out.
well, that is a quill. Yeah. Kind of looks to Tennyson, or Vincent as he refers to him. How much do these guys know? Vincent, Vinny, my old pal, old buddy, Vince. He kind of looks up. I've been out of action for a little while. not as long as you, Atreus, but they don't really know much of anything. Oh, okay. Well, here's the deal. We collectively might have misplaced the original quill, and we may or may not have been trying to find it using another quill. And Shenog's mirror.
What do you mean misplaced it? Did you have it before?
Well, we had it, but things are a little bit complicated now. It's somewhere under the Dwarven Mountain. We're pretty sure.
Yeah,
And can you use this one?
Wilfred said.
Well, yeah, in theory. I mean, if everything went, I mean, we'd have to check with a Leaf because he was the one managing it from this end. So,
who's a Leaf?
Well, he's a contact. He was a friend of Amarthin. He was coordinating with me. We were trying to locate the quill, and he's a monkish guy, you know, kind of yay high. Has fancy sword.
How fancy was the sword?
You knew Wilfred. You knew Amarthin.
Yeah.
Did you know a phoenix by chance?
Timas! Yeah, boy! Wait, where is he? You met him? You've seen him?
I have. Apparently he's in another, I think, dimension, or he's in the spiritual realm.
Yeah, he's like Fire Lord or something, and he's doing crazy stuff.
Right.
Yes.
Well, he gave me this purple. Where'd it go?
You got a purple axe? You know purple axe? He did have a purple axe.
He gave me a purple axe.
It's like his
now
thing.
gone.
Well, that purple axe is why Zaro there was still alive. Yeah.
Wow, all kinds of revelations coming out in your party. Should I come back another time?
Did I not mention that,
Nah.
Justin? I thought I mentioned that.
Right. How am I supposed to cut down that tree?
Tree?
I don't know. It's something the Phoenix said. Cut down a tree in my life, I think.
Right. Okay.
Confusing.
Well, that sounds really interesting. 300 years.
Where's your sword?
What?
It's just we came across your secret base and we were wondering about your sword.
Oh. Secret
You know the whole
base.
thing where you put your swords in the chairs?
Oh.
Yeah, what does that map do?
Yeah, you probably weren't supposed to see that. I don't think Wilfred's going to be very happy. Or Gabriel. And he looks at Zaro. And he looks at you, Ilinda.
Well, Gabriel's dead.
Well, how did you get the sword?
Oh no, not this.
They dug up his body.
It was very uncouth.
Still, we'll roll a charisma check. and Ilinda roll a charisma check. And let's just see how this balances out.
Persuasion or...
I take a step back. This had nothing to do with me.
Is it like any type of skill?
Just call it flat charisma for the moment.
Okay, I rolled a 5, which is a great success.
Okay, Ilinda, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 7, which is on my charisma.
Wow, okay, so you're kind of like, okay, cool. That's we're gonna process that. We're gonna come back to that. He kind of looks at Vincent, and Vincent looks at him. And, okay. So we got kind of the rowdy party working for Wilfred. I didn't think he worked with people like you, but that's okay, cool. You from the Enclave then? Is that how you
He is.
ended up?
And I point to the one on the floor.
Ah, training regimes didn't last too long. I see. Okay. He looks back. To answer your question, it's a bit more complicated than that. I may or may not be able to tell you where my sword is right now.
You lost that too?
I think lost is quite a strong word. Misplaced is probably fairer. But we wanted the quill.
So you lost your sword. Okay, great.
Well, I mean, in theory, if you find the quill, you'll find my sword. It's all in the Dwarven mountain when we went to try and get it back.
The sword is with the quill?
Yeah, well, we may or may not have tried to go and get the quill back.
And what are you doing out here?
Trying to get the quill back in a way that didn't get us killed.
Is Saint Olden, sorry, is that your real name?
Kind of looks at Vince and says, what have you been telling them, Vin? What are you saying, Vin? Vinny? No, I'm Artreus. Founder of the Algebear Enclave, baby. You know, St. Olden.
You're a founder?
Yeah.
Did you
What?
found the Albert Enclave?
Yeah.
It's just
One
you
of
went
them-
on any of the tapestries. I only saw a halfling, an elf, dwarf, and a half-scorn.
It's the you.
Those.
I've never heard of a human being part of the Albert Enclave.
Isn't the Albert Enclave to bring all the demi-humans together?
That. Who would do that? Buno. No. Buno. I don't think Wilfred would do that. Buno might do that. I might have been scrubbed from my own history. There's a lot of things I have to process.
Oh man, I love this.
Are you interested in retrieving the quill?
Yeah. I think so. I think, well, is there still a point to it? It's been 300 years and we're all still here.
Well, Althea's apparently come back.
What do you mean come back, Tristan? What? Do you know something about Althea?
Oh.
You
Althea's
monk.
apparently here.
With your monkish knowledge, what are you hiding, Tristan? Tristan's your name? Ah, got a name. Thank you for giving me one of your names. It's very polite of you.
Oh, I'm Ravik.
Uh-huh.
That one on the floor is Zaro. And we have Stobble and Ilinda.
I'm Stobble.
Oh, hello, Storble. Ilinda, you feel in your pocket the quill seems to be pulling you towards Storble for some reason.
And my name is Olinda.
Ilinda.
He's also got a girl's name as well.
I give Storm the dirtiest look. It is not. It is a wonderful elven name. Very masculine.
He flies a bit closer to you, Storble, and he looks deep into your eyes, and he touches the side of your head. His eyes flash purple for a second. Storble, we've met. I guess I'm like your uncle in a weird way, but I'm not a snake. What have you told him, Vinny?
What?
I saved you from ogres. Do you remember, Vincent? Yes, I remember. Yeah, I know you. Oh man. Yeah, you
How
can
does
call
that
me.
work?
You can call me Uncle Olden.
Uncle
No.
St. Olden.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Would you put? I don't know if you put Saint in the Uncle. Would it be Saint Uncle Olden?
Saint Uncle Olden.
There's
I
a
like
lot
that.
of wow. There's a lot of familial revelations happening.
Well, we're not. It's like uncle that your parents have to call you uncle because you're friends of the family. I saved him. I
weird
stopped.
uncle.
I stopped you from being eaten by ogres when you were an egg.
Oh. Should I call Vincent Uncle then? Uncle Tennyson?
You calling yourself Tennyson now, Vin? Yes, it's a disguise. I love the way Zara's slow. Like we revealed this 4 sessions ago, and Zara's only just clocked that Stormal was one of the eggs. The delayed response is beautiful. Right. Well, it seems we've got a lot to discuss. How did you get here anyway? What's going on?
That's a really good question.
I transported us here because I saw in a vision that we should be here to save you.
Ah, that's nice. Save me. You knew to save me, but everyone else said save the quill. Okay.
I knew the quill wasn't here.
To be fair, you were mentioned, Saint Olden.
Yeah, boy.
I don't think anyone else knew the mission.
Didn't you say we'd die here?
I saw a possibility of the future, and sometimes it comes about, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, Zara very nearly did die here, but I knew we needed to be here.
It's at this point, Zara, that you're kind of starting to come to, and I will leave it for the moment, but I'll need you to roll a d20. We'll sort out your injury in a minute.
As he wakes up, I just say, "So Artreus, are you coming with us then?"
Well, where is it that you're going?
Well,
Well, we're
going to the mountains, aren't we?
Where are we now? Do we know?
Oh, yeah, we're not massively far from Timberwell.
Where's that?
Oh, it's a city, kind of northeast of the. It's where I blew up a ship 300 years ago. There's going to be no more crime because I can tell people now because it's past the jurisdiction.
Are we close to the Dwarven Mountains?
No, not really. I mean, I could get there quite quickly. He says, floating in the air, but you don't have like. I mean, do you know what? 3 fishermen and a rowboat will get you there.
Well, we were on a ship actually, so.
Even better. Where's your ship?
Under?
I think
West.
that it was heading this way, but we just came ahead of it. That's all.
Oh,
Is that
so
right? Is that right?
So probably Timberwell then, or nearby. Yeah, we need to head west a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe you could tell us more about, well, the people you used to know as well.
Yeah, sure. And what he does is he scoops you all up as you feel yourself being pulled into the air. If you've got a ship, that'll be a good place to resupply it. I haven't eaten in hours. And you start flowing west towards the sea. Oh, it stops for a second. You have got the quill, right?
Yes, here.
Oh, okay.
So
As I
we
pull it
didn't
out,
loot it.
I bring it close to Storble.
Oh, great.
Storble, did you take the quill?
I'll take it, yeah. Do I recognise it?
You don't recognize it, but as you touch it, you get like a flash vision of a race cart bed and a slide.
That sounds really good. I wish I had that in my bedroom.
And you really do wish you had it in your bedroom.
Yeah, I forgot you're 10.
Oh no.
In the interest of you continue. It's very quick. It's only about an hour or so before you get to where either doesn't seem to necessarily have been entirely by chance that this fellow is able to figure out where you should be going before too long. Okay, give me one moment to... You see in the distance, over the water, after about an hour of travel, as you are moving above the clouds, you're not restricted by the forest. You can see into the distance the silhouette of a vessel that you're able to point out. And without too long, you're able to coordinate moving towards it. And you set down nearby, out of sight. And you continue the last small part of your journey on foot. You can all have taken a short rest, by the way. And while you're taking that short rest, I'll set this up actually.
So am I awake now and like recover hit points?
You are awake and recovering, and I'll backtrack a little bit with the conversation with Artreus as well, and we'll cover that. Come on. Okay. Come to the edge of the beach. And you see several boats have made land. Crew members that you can see of the ship. You see Patek, Tech, Philip, Uruz, and a bunch of crew. They've got some fires going. They've landed some ships. It looks like they're establishing a base camp of some kind on the shore. Oh, whoa. I don't even know how I did that. Wow. Okay. I'm not going to mess that up too much, but that's the situation. You've kind of seen it from the air, and you've landed. And as you get to ground, even without looking, you can see Philip turn towards the forest. He kind of cocks his head, turns to look. St. Olden's like looking out towards the water. Wow. Wow, you got like a whole army out there. These are your guys.
Yeah, yes.
Fantastic. And you see all of them. Can you each roll a perception check, actually, please? Can you roll a perception check? Zara, you can roll a short rest, by the way, just to make sure if you haven't already.
Yeah, I've done that, thank you.
That's fine, okay.
I was well, Zara, you got 9 hit points from... Does he still get those hit points?
I'll allow it, yeah. So short rest plus 9 hit points to what you've got.
Wait,
Zara.
what happened to my death roll?
That only lasted a couple of minutes.
Oh, phew.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. Storble, you look, they're all armed with guns. They all have muskets, it looks like. And Philip looks to be holding some kind of blunderbuss as well. And you notice that something seems to be wrong. Oh, there aren't 2 Yaruses.
So I'm about to say, yeah.
There's a
For a second,
there's
for a
there's another
second, it
Illander
looks
as
like-
well.
I thought it was a
There's nothing in
Yuru's shadow clone.
Yeah, that to the left of the middle ship.
For a second, it looks like some of the crew members look like other members of your party. But then, no, that's not it. That's not the problem.
No, I'm
That's
just drunk.
That's just, yeah, you're the residual effects of being drunk as a 10-year-old. You see that Patek and Tech are at the front near Philip. But they seem to be kneeling.
Why
You
are
hear a voice call out. Ah, son! You couldn't have waited until morning. And you
I step
hear
out.
I'll step out as well.
Might as well.
as you do, St. Olden's like, well, actually, no, he wouldn't. You can step. Tennyson catches you guys, but Ravik and Linda have already stepped out. Tennyson kind of catches you. It's like, hang on a second, hang on. Ah, right. He turns to look at Yaruz. You see, I told you. It's him as well. You can't raise him right, can you? Elainder. Why couldn't you wait until morning? Why did you have to go off and investigate things? No respect for parents, eh?
Why did I have to wait till morning?
Well, maybe you didn't. But to go snooping around your father's ship like that's at the very least impolite. It might give me the wrong idea as to what you really want.
Well, I wanted you to be open and honest with me, and I don't feel like you were being.
Well, you're right. Maybe I wasn't. Here's me being open and honest with you, son. The elves once ruled this coast, and they can do so again. But in order to do that, we need a couple of force multipliers. One of which you have. I can smell it. You wouldn't have returned unsuccessful. If you give me the quill, we can continue on our journey, bringing the elves back into power across the coast. Our family ruled the coast. We are the SilverWinds. But in order to do that, we have to be a little bit thoughtful in how we exercise our abilities, and not just go wandering into the keels of decks willy-nilly.
Father, I now understand that you have a grasp of elven heritage, but I think you have to remember, not only is the day belong to me, but so does the night.
No, son. Right now, nothing belongs to you. You have to take it. And as of yet, I don't see that you've taken anything. But you could prove me wrong by showing me that quill.
I don't have it.
Ah, so disappointing. But I might not believe you. Ravik, what do you say? Do you have the quill?
Well, no. We were about to set off. Well, we were returning to you so that we could set off to search for it.
Right. Well, I'm just going to need to check the veracity of that. You see, he's holding this blunderbuss. He cocks back the frizzen, the hammer. and points it down at Tech, who is kneeling.
I
and as you look-
immediately point my weapon right at him.
And, like,
And as
I'm
you do
well
that,
drawn.
30 other muskets are raised at you.
You
Right.
do it, you die.
Oh, that, as much fun as that would be, I just need to make sure we've got the truth here. Do you have the quill?
I told you, I do not.
Fine. I guess we're doing it this way. And he pulls the trigger, and we will resolve that next session.
Bruh.
Thank you very much for playing.
No.
We'll see what happens next. We'll see how that plays out. See who does what and what happens. Thank you very much for playing. I will say this is the very, very, very last time, Zaro. Tutorial is now off. Next week, I will let you die. That's it.
Yeah.
We're out of the prologue, gentlemen. How are you going to deal with